Welcome one, welcome all to the OG Jazzy Jeff broadcast late nights with. There's only one place in all of Azeroth you'll hear this type of commentary, see this caliber of gameplay, and listen to this smooth of music. So if you like what you're seeing, consider dropping a follow, because the content is only getting better from here, folks. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn and get yourself a drink. When you're watching OG Daddy Jeff, one thing's for certain, that you are in for a bumpy ride. So without further ado, let the show continue.
Welcome one, welcome all to the 3 vs 3 Classic Tournament hosted by DDG, none other than Fortitude himself. Get ready for some fun because the night has just begun.
I'm glad to be here. Let's drop that flag in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Round 1. Fight!
So we are underway, and no surprise here. We're seeing Hops straight up approaching, but it looks like that Scary caught Hops out of stealth to start the round and blew up his sap. Hops down, hits him with a wing clip, and puts him in a nasty place to start this round.
That's nasty, man. When they get caught for out of stealth and for that. Oh, the FAP is that going to be a? Or is
No
he with?
FAP, but a trinket pop.
It wasn't down. No, he has a paladin in the top. I didn't actually see them there.
Is that a buff there?
It looks like it is going to just be the Blessing of Freedom, so he can't be slowed down. He's closing the distance. Hunter versus Hunter action. Giggity, the Hodge is going to come down. The Serpent is on him as well. They're down to about 50% HP, getting very low right now. They need to get some support. They need some heals, but Knight is about to... lights out for Knight. They're going to sleep as they fall shortly after. His system is going to take him down just like that. And that Blessing of Freedom coming out in a big way, it actually kind of took me aback a little bit when I saw the Blessing of Freedom, because I don't think we've seen a Paladin in any of these tournaments. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Not yet. And that was clever usage. I love seeing how System and Scary utilized that balcony. And they said, I'm going straight up there for separation and LOS. And that was the difference maker for them. So these teams are going to switch starting positions. I'm going to go hop in their Discords and prep them up. But that is 1-0.
Could you pass
IB Pro Fun?
Could you pass me assist as well so I could mark these guys?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Right now.
I appreciate it. Okay, cool. Hey, Robustius, thanks for the subscription.
All right, they got a 20-second warning here for round 2.
Sounds good.
Man, that was a quick round, and I'm kind of curious to see. You can see Hops is pre-stealth. He's not going to make that same mistake twice, but I'm curious to see if they're going to try and fight for that positional advantage up on second.
So
run straight through it.
If we dissect that one a little bit more, did he take fall damage from the jump to get out of stealth, or what? I was trying to mark, so I don't know if I...
No, so Hops was crawling out. I had a good vantage point of it here. Hops was crawling out, but he didn't stealth. He wasn't stealthed when the flag dropped. So Scary sicked his pet on Hops before he stealthed and broke his stealth, because its stealth is not a vanish. But these guys got a warning, so I want to give it to him. Let's drop that flag here, Fru, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Sounds good.
You can see Kite and Hops are heading straight for second themselves. They want that upper decker advantage.
Ooh, upper decker sounds like a sandwich. Speaking of sandwich, Hops is about to get sandwiched. He comes out of the stealth. The wing clip is going to come down on him. He gets opened up on the bear, or the board charge goes in. He's suffered about 20% of his health here, but it's not over just yet. This double DPS combo is going to need to get aggressive, and I fear that Hops was alone for too long. They need to lay down the DPS, and I almost think, do you go for the Paladin? Twinks is starting to get pressured, but without having a healer composition in this twos, I worry for these double DPS. Now, they do have the things like the Twink, but you can't slow Scary Twink. He has the Blessing of Freedom on himself. Scary Twink's getting... oh, there's the multi-shot. Getting low. There's the bandage.
The bandage stick that he needed.
Oh,
closing the distance on Scary with the bandage stick himself. Oh my god, huge wing clip out of Scary onto Hops there.
The double DPS combo's doing a lot right now. The bop comes down on a Scary Hunter, so he can't attack. Hops down to 1% HP. System getting low. There's the multi. There's the auto. Are they going to get finished off?
Oh. It's a Hunter versus Hunter right
It's
now.
Hunter versus Hunter. The Paladin went down.
That was a quick trade there.
Scary
Scary's
Twink.
at 40%.
He shadow melts. There's the wing clip trading. Running away. 40%. Puts down the multi.
He's got 25 seconds on his bandage.
Where's Knight's pet? Is it
Gotta be
dead?
dead in the other room.
It's got to be dead. He's down to 30% down. They're both tied right now, but one has a pet advantage. Knight getting low. Tries to line of sight. The Serpent Sting is ticking. The boar is beating on him. Scary Twink knows that they can't eat and drink. Scary Twink's on the forefront of this one. Down to 17% HP. But Knight's down to 1% ticking. The Serpent Sting comes down, and Fear closes the gap and finishes him off with a melee. Wow, good fucking duel.
Good fight, good fight. And Scary, they can eat and drink. They can eat and drink and use bandages, but that was good. That was smart of Scary to tap him with the Serpent Sting, put his pet on him, and just turn that corner and wait for that bandage cooldown to wait off. That was smart play there. And man, that pet. Let's find that dead pet. He's got to be dead around here somewhere.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I we've got to summon it and be a damn shame, but it's got to be maybe multis. Maybe there was just some cheeky cleave damage coming out there.
So that was a big win there for Team IB Pro Fun, 2-0 clean sweep. I'm gonna go get the Hasbrins and Cobra Kai ready for this next game here. I'll be back in just a moment.
Sounds good, man. Damn. His pet. I don't know where his pet was in that, honestly. Need some fake commercials? Honestly, that would be pretty fun to do something like that. Do you want to see the brackets, mate? Here's the brackets. So we got a couple cool things here. Brackets and bounds. And it's a 19 bracket. There's the bracket right there too. And it's a 2 versus 2 tournament. I thought it was gonna be a 3s. It's actually 2s, which I'm kind of excited about. Can really let me go off here with my casting a little bit more than I sometimes can do in 3s. And it's a double elimination tournament. It's a best of 3 double elimination tournament. That would actually be fun to get some fake commercials. Just, dude, tactics. That actually would be fun if I had like some pre-rolled fake commercials that I made myself earlier, like WoW related stuff. Like I don't know, something funny. Like, come get your troll foot cream. Are your feet aching from coming all the way from Duratar to Orgrimmar? Then come on down to Tristfall's Foot Cream shop for all your trolly needs. You know, something like that would actually be so good, honestly. I'd have to brainstorm, you know what I mean? Make like reasonable ads. Everything obviously fake, but I think there could be a lot of comedic touch to that if I pulled something like that off.
All right, they have about a 30-second warning for this match to start here.
Was that 1-1?
No,
that was the 2. So the Paladin
2-0 sweep. Yep.
Paladin Hunter lost both times, huh?
No.
Or one. Sorry, won both
Paladin
times.
Hunter won both times. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So they moved on. I guess I'm not surprised by that. For a second, I thought they lost both times because without having a healer in this composition, I feel these DPS are going to have to work a lot harder at it. But it's possible. I think one of the things is one of the things that can kind of keep this healer Hunter combination down is if we can get some CC on this healer. We need to see a sap. We need to see a sheep if there's a mage. Because I feel like otherwise, if they man fight, it's going to be tough.
There was only one priest in this whole tournament. That's our friend Methodical, who we'll see in the next match. But for now, we are seeing Rogue Mage matchup versus Rogue Hunter matchup. And these guys should just be about ready to start their matchup. So let's get ready to drop that flag here in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Round 1. Oh, it's going to be Rick Frost here.
Oh, you can see. I was wondering if Chucky and Rick were paying attention to the start of the sign here, but I see Rick baiting a flame strike. I'm pretty sure they're just trying to bait people towards them because they know that they have a rogue on the other team.
I think you're looking at this the wrong way.
I'm gonna go hop in their comms.
Nah, that sounds good, mate. I like that they're shadow melding, not trying to give away their position.
Yeah, they were not paying attention for the flag drop, but they are now.
All right, here we go. There's the flame strike. Little Chubby would love to see a sap right now. Both these rogues would love to see a sap right now. It might be tough to actually get that off because Rick does have the AoE. You see him putting down the flame strike once again. I wouldn't mind seeing the pet poke, but at the same time, he's got to be really careful of that.
You'll notice that Tract is using
Oh, no.
his lion pet instead of his boar here. Oh, man.
He's taking big damage. Down to half HP.
Dude,
Rick Frost is going to go in. He's already taken half his life, though. And they don't have a lot of heals. Neither of these teams have heals. These rogues are trading damage. There's the sheep onto the hunter. Little Chubba's getting low. Tries to sprint away. The Garou is on Chucky right now. He can't re-stealth. Rick Frost is taking tons of damage. He's down to 10% HP. There's the auto down to 3%. We need to see him just run around the corner. We need to see him bandage right now. One player is going to go down. Little Chubba's going to go down. Rick Frost is almost going to go down too. TD closes the distance. And he goes down. It turns into a 1 versus 1.
They have a good old hunter rogue fight here. It helps that Chucky has his sprint available off of cooldown. Tract has no pet available, but he's looking around. He's reviving his pet right now.
I want Chucky to interrupt this. 5 seconds. I want Chucky to interrupt this. There, he does. He's not going to allow it. He closes the distance. He has the hunter's mark on him. There's the flame trap hitting him as well. Trying to wing clip. Going to get resisted. Wing clip does connect there. TDX down to 65% HP. Looking to just weave in those auto attacks. There's the serpent stings as well. There's the concussive shot. Here's the multi and the auto connecting again.
Chucky has his sprint up. He has escape artist available. His bandage is going to be available in 5 seconds. Can't help but wonder when he's gonna start using some of these things. You see Tract here dropping quickly. First aiding 50%, 2 bandage ticks in 72%.
I love Runecloth bandages in this bracket. But there's the sword proc. The melee leeway is allowing him to actually get some melees off right now. There's the concussive shot. He's backed into a corner. What's he gonna do? There's the wing clip. There's the gouge. It's going to come down to 50% HP. The first aid is going to come out from Chucky and KO as Chucky takes the victory.
My God.
Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese, where the only real winner is Chucky. And he does take this first match. Whoo!
My goodness, if that doesn't get your bones going, I don't know what will. All right, let me go set these guys up for the next round. But that was a fun one.
That was actually a really good one. Poor Hunter in the corner doesn't have their beast up. Probably their one of the biggest things for them was the fact that beast died, so he couldn't sustain that damage on Chucky. He did still keep him out of the stealth with things like the serpent sting, the hunter's mark, and not allowing him to get the stealth reopener. But Chucky just ran at him. I don't even think he used sprint, if I'm not mistaken. No, he did use the sprint. So the sprint's on cooldown for 3 minutes /ECDC show. Or let's move this. We're going to move the cooldowns right here, so you know who I'm clicking as well. Show. There we go. Mullet Chucky.
All right, they got a 30-second warning.
If Chucky from Chuck E. Cheese wasn't in his outfit, I feel like this is exactly what he would look like with the mullet. I don't know why.
Probably.
I don't know why, but that's I'll never get that image out of my head now.
Just put him at a little keyboard, put him at a mic stand. There he is. So I was surprised to see that Chucky had all those cooldowns available for that long there. Oh, these guys are in the wrong starting spot. Let me tell them. We just switched our starting spot up last week, so people are habitually going to the other one here.
That sounds good, mate. Let's get another view of these teams here. There we go. Getting reacquainted with the camera control. It's been like about a month since I've hosted a tournament, actually. Got a couple, though, coming up this month. A lot of these guys going with the agility enchant. I don't know if Little Chubby has enchants just yet, so that's probably something else he's got to finish on his weapons. We'll see if that ends up making the difference in this particular series. And you are seeing the Lion pet from TDX. This is probably going to be the Rake, which is the second fastest attack speed pet in the game, sitting at approximately 1.1 attacks per second, if I'm not mistaken. It might be 1.2.
1.3?
Is it 1.3?
Like that.
Eh.
Hey, Baby Fruto, let's drop that flag. Let's get that round started here in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, let's do this.
Round 2. Fight.
God, you gotta love the sound bites. Rick Frost actually putting a flame strike down. A little bit of irony there. TDX looking for the opener here.
You can see that flame strike's not as valuable here as it might be in some other maps that don't allow a second, because Tract and Chuba elect to take the floor up to second instead of walking to that door for the flame strike. So we can see a little bit of dance here before this round actually gets underway.
Well, you know Jeffy likes dancing. So put on those tapping toes, or tapping shoes here, as these rogues are about to tango. They're looking for each other. Who has the... Neither one of these guys are human, though. There's the sap onto Chucky. That's huge right now.
Can they take advantage of that sap time?
They need to open on Rick Frost. There's the wing clip onto Rick Frost. Little Chubby closing the distance. The polymorph's going to come down. Rick Frost puts down the Frost Nova, but they're feeling so pressured. They got cornered. There's the Resheep once again. They put the Fire Blast down on Little Chubby. Chucky's trying to close the distance. There's the Gouge trying to build. That's big. Chucky needs to help his rogue or his mage right now, and he does. They're gonna kill this pet. That's a good start. The pet goes down. There's the Frostbite proc. We need to get the Resheep off. Can we get the Resheep off? There's the Resheep. The knockback coming out, trying to reset down to 9% HP. Chubby opening up on, or Chucky opening up onto Chubby. Chucky actually taking the less of the trades there. He needs to Chucky needs to re-stealth and sap or something maybe there. Rick Frost. Oh, the auto goes through the wall. No, the auto going right through the wall because it already had been fired off there. Chucky at 86% HP. I don't know how you win this as Chucky, honestly.
2v1 now, 100%. It's kind of Chucky versus the world, but you know, I'm not opposed to seeing round 3. It's not over yet. He can always get a sap off and go for it. But man, that's a tall order right there.
Yeah, it is. And for a gnome, when you have tall orders involved, it's always going to be a problem. He does have that 100% HP total up. He does have all of his cooldowns available to him in the form of the sprint and the invasion as well. But this is going to come down to a good sap and then a good open on the rogue. But I don't think the rogue's going to allow for that. Hunter looking to looking to kind of go back by where his rogue friend is, where Lil Chubba is. Chucky I think Chucky has to find Little Chubba. I think that's he has to get a sap off. I don't know how that, or he has to get a sap off on TDX or TXD, and then he can open up onto the rogue. That's a tall order for a short gnome. I want to see him do it though. It all comes down to the sap. Without a sap, I don't think it can happen.
That's definitely, I'm gonna say, is most likely the case here. Man, he slips right by that pet, doesn't pick him up.
There's the sap.
He lands a sap.
He's going for the pet.
Still stealth though. Yep. Chubba's a little too far to deal with this.
He comes out of stealth. Oh no, dude. Chubby gets found. The immolation trap is still on him. He pops the evasion. He kills the pet. He goes back for Little Chubby, but they're playing this one really safe. The concussive shot's going to come down. Not going to proc. The gouge looks like it missed there. It might have just been a melee. Chucky at 50% HP. Getting hit from behind by Little Chubba. In executable range, and he is going to go down. Good duel.
That brings us to round 3. It's going to bring it to 1-1. So these teams are going to swap sides one more time, and we'll see them duke it out to see who goes on to the next round.
Hey. That's what.
At least who remains in the upper bracket, I should say.
Yep, I like double elimination tournaments. They're a lot of fun. You know, I was doing that format. You know, you guys tried out. We actually tried it out too now. The 5 versus 5, 1 versus 1 stuff that we all were talking about. And there was a neat mix on it. Each team had a captain, and you chose who would go in first. So let's say I chose, and we played it like Pokemon. So let's just say Baby Fruit is on my team, and I'm like, okay, I choose Baby Fruit to go first. Then you would be like, okay, I'm going to counter them with Durple. Well, let's say you win the best of 3 series. And then you choose your Pokemon to go in first.
Oh my god, I love that. So it's like one team. And
yeah. It was so much fun.
Guys are going to like that too. I'm definitely going to run them through that and see how they like it. But let me go make sure these guys are ready. I would expect that next round to start in the next 30 seconds or so here.
Sounds good. Robustius was saying, is that an add-on or how do you change camera? Robustius, it's actually all in the keybinds section. Under you can only get to commentator keybinds if you are in war games like this as a commentator. But it is in the commentator section for toggle unit frames is how I get rid of it. And then following, so I have to follow each player. I hotkey it. So each player is representative of a number, and then I can transition from player to player. And yeah, that's an in-game function, 100%. There's add-ons that make it even more streamlined. There's add-ons where I'm gonna get this one eventually, but so I can click the portrait and it goes right to them. But there's some other things that I can do to improve the UI further. Or improve.
These guys are about to get started here. Let's drop that flag here. In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, here we go. Round 3 and the final one for this particular series. Rick Frost looking to put a flame strike down. They are going to get that down. Little Chubba's not going to be going over that one. He's not looking to walk fire tonight.
Look at Track melded in the middle of the room with his pet in the far corner, trying to bait anyone who's willing to take a chance on his pet over there.
I actually really like that, and he did it soon enough to where, I don't think they saw. I don't think they saw that.
Where he'd be either.
Yeah.
And they stepped towards second, so I don't think that they were even minded towards it really.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get perspective over here. Let's see what we're doing. Chucky looking to get a sap, almost getting caught by the flame strike, not quite. Rick Frost wants to find the rogue and stealth, puts the rank 1 explosion down. Here we go. There's the sap.
Oh,
there
Chucky
it is.
Lands the sap, but they still don't have the rogue at a stealth yet.
It tick broke.
Fell off already. Or did he get damage?
He got damaged. I think he meleeed him, but they're still gonna kill this pet. That's fucking massive. Rank 1 arcane explosion. There it is. He found him.
God.
So okay, open field. The sheep isn't gonna get finished. It's gonna get interrupted by the gouge. Rick Frost gets concussive shotted. He's down at about half HP already. He's feeling the pain. There's the polymorph there. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication though on the polymorph, in which their focus target was. We would love to see a Frost Nova. What's the cooldown? Not 9 seconds, man. Rick Frost is getting low. They do get a sheep off there. If Little Chubba switches to Rick Frost, they are in a world of hurt. They want to get a hard reset. They really want a hard reset. But there could be an auto.
Window room. Rick's gonna get a full bandage here, probably in the window room.
I think you are 100% right. I think they needed to pursue that. They don't have a pet. Wait, it stopped.
Bandage tick.
I think he broke it. I don't think there was damage still.
He broke it.
I'm sure we have all been there before. You tap it too quick, or you accidentally move during it. He's still eating a lot of food though right now. He's eating hearty tonight, boys.
He gets to eat. He's trying to get that health back.
But look how bad that food is.
Full reset. Oh, they're jumping in. They see that.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is exactly what they want to capitalize on. As they hop into the window room and say good night to Chucky. And Rick, 34% should not be too far behind him, as TXD and Chubba are going to remain in the upper bracket today.
Damn. Good game. Good series. So just some minor mistakes resulting in their downfall. They still can work their way up the losers bracket, but yeah, this is going to be Little Chubby and TXD of DDG moving on to the next round.
The has-beens and never were get a little bit done today for themselves. I'm going to go get the next teams ready here.
Hey, sounds good, mate.
That would be my guess. Word, so that's why I work. That's retail boys. Yeah. That's okay. I forgive you.
GG. But Robustius, there is a lot of features with this that is pretty neat. Sometimes you crave even more, like an actual tournament realm where every player could just hop onto it. But honestly, we're lucky to have as much as we have even with these war games.
A person who's playing right now accidentally AFK'd out. They got lost in the sauce watching the stream, so we just have to reform the war game real quick. If you want to just AFK out of there, and we'll get the next one started just right away.
Sure thing. AFK and out, boss.
I'm gonna go communicate that with them. I'll be right back with you.
Sounds good. Free the gnomes, man. Escape artist is biz. In the meantime, a word from our sponsors. Let's think of a commercial. Orgrimmar Zeppelin Services. Tired of trying to get to the other continent? Are your feet weary and you don't have a mount? Well, look no further, folks, because Orgrimmar Zeppelin Service, brought to you by Thrall and the lovely people of Orgrimmar, with all those orcish taxes, brings to you a new feature to Azeroth. Zeppelins. Coming to a town near you soon. Now featuring Tristfall Glades. That's for Goblin. No, what am I gonna do? Oh no. You're all right though. I was reaching. The other day I was in Stormwind last night, and so an old guildie was saying, I say old guildie because they're not in the guild now today, but they were saying to me, Jeff, tell me a story. And I was thinking fast. I was trying to think fast. I'm like, fuck, what's the story? What's the story? And I go on this elaborate tale of me when I was leveling in Lochmodan and
Jeff, just pass me lead real quick. I forgot that I passed you lead.
oh, I can do that 100% here. Let's see.
I should have just put it array and gave you assist, but
Promote here. We'll do this, and then we'll promote to raid leader. There you go, buddy.
perfect.
Good stuff. I went on an elaborate tale of my adventures trying to hunt down Old City, and I think I did pretty well with it. Miss Galanius was saying, yeah, but goblins don't pay taxes. True. Why the Zeppelins should, from an RP perspective, the Zeppelins should cost. The goblins have no affiliations with the Horde. They have no affiliation with orcs, really. They're neutral. They're like neutral cities. They should really charge for Zeppelins.
You imagine it's got to be subsidized by the cities, right? They're not working for free out there.
You would think so. Somebody's got to be footing the bill. Those goblins aren't doing that for free.
Hey, no such thing as a free lunch.
I mean, technically that means more people go to the neutral cities when the Zeppelins are active. So maybe that brings more business to the goblin cities in theory, perhaps.
I'm just having a little bit of an issue starting this up. I just need 1 second here.
Oh, no rush. Do your thing, buddy. Those war games can be a finicky thing, honestly. Some nights it feels like I have great luck with it. Some nights it takes a second. And there we go. We're going to have some success with it tonight. Get this game started. And who are going to be the two teams fighting this time, Fortitude?
We're about to see full frontal nerdity line up against Search Twinks on Google.
Search Twinks on Google.
Two perfect teams.
That's actually good.
All right, I'm going to go make sure that they're all getting ready and stuff.
Sounds good, man. Stog was an old Vengeance Twink guild back in the day 15 years ago. Really? Tactics, do you know if that's some of the same founding members, or is it maybe just a recycled guild name? If you were saying earlier though, if you do a war game, can you do any BG like 19s do AB? That's a good question. I want to say you still have to be the required level to do the BG. Like you couldn't go in AV as a 19, I don't think. The only thing is you need enough players. So if you had enough players for like 39 in the 39 bracket or something for AB or what have you, I think you would just need 10. I think you need minimum 10 players on each side. Or 29 rather. Yeah. So I don't think in a war game you could cheese past that. That would be pretty cool. There's some cool things, and you know, if we were able to incorporate something like that, there is some cool things that you could do with arenas and stuff because it's a unique arena form or a unique arena layouts comparatively to Warsong. But yeah, Blacksmith is a really good spot to fight. When I was doing my 3 versus 3 Ready Raider tournament, Blacksmith was more fun, I feel like, to watch Blacksmith duels, but most of the time we didn't have enough people to fill the AB war games consistently. There was too much risk of AFKing out even when we had 10, so we just did Warsong. But it is a little bit unfortunate for that.
Yeah, it's tricky too with the 19 bracket. We just don't have the Blacksmith Island available to us, so we have to work with what is available to us. And we do have some other arena maps that we like, but this is just a little in-house tournament. We're just having fun tonight. Really, these guys are playing for gold, but
Some big gold, actually.
yeah, that's true.
The and I think you did really fucking well actually for layouts. I was looking at the maps drawn up. It was very clear what they were, and they were very unique. About as creative as you can possibly get in Warsong. So you did a really good job with that.
I appreciate that. And those maps will all be they actually, you know what? We just made the post. Those are maps that I sent you are all for the 3v3 league that we just announced about an hour ago on xpoff.com and on 19twink.com. You can see all the details for 3v3 league and all the different maps that we're putting together, that we have put together for the 3v3 league, that we will be starting in about 3 weeks time. So that's going to be something really fun and going on every Saturday and Monday. Saturday and Tuesday nights, excuse me. So clear your schedules to watch some 3v3 level 19 action on some cool maps that we made, did what we could, got some good minds together and organized a rule set and maps, and you know, it's something we definitely worked hard on, just like we did tonight.
Yeah, so that's gonna be something to look forward to, you guys, going forward in the future. Something to keep me consistent with streams. I'll be taking part in the league as often as I can, and that'll be a lot of fun. Do you know which players are on each team on this one? I'll mark them.
We have Derpel and Mighty Mo playing together, and then we have them playing Methodical and Trina.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
No problem. I'm gonna go make sure these guys are getting in starting positions.
Alright, why can't I change marks? It's weird. There we go. Haha, I did it. Texas, I'll have to ask for it here when he gets back here. Hunter Priest. This could actually be pretty damn strong. Priest can like cycle some renews if they want to on the pet, so the pet can go in and not have to worry about all the damage going on into his pet. Because the pet goes down pretty fast when you're fighting Twinks. I like that both of them went the intellect enchant. That's probably the biggest weakness, is going And it's going to do more for you in a lot of cases than just a little bit of DPS would from like spell power. So I really like the intellect enchant.
Oh my god, so these guys, they were on the wrong side of the map and they killed our flag carrier because our guy who starts the rounds was hitting them to tell them that they're on the wrong side of the map. They killed the guy and he's going to get the flag and they're coming into starting position here.
Hey, we had a question from the audience for you for it. Do you remember search Twinks on Google? What was their server back in the day? Do you remember?
I don't know, but I can ask them if that was like a guild they used to be in back in the day, or if it's just a funny Twink name they came up with. I'm gonna go give these guys just a 20-second warning because everyone's in position.
Yeah, sounds good, man. I suppose that's not their official guild name. I think it's just their team name, so it could just be
Yeah, we're all in DDG. We're a guild on Mankrik Alliance. This is an in-house tournament, but they all came up with their own creative little team names. But they might have used that from an old guild.
Yeah. Might have been in there, perhaps.
But these guys are all in position, ready to go, and they got their warnings. Fru, let's drop that flag here for them in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, here we go. The first round's going to get started. Let's get this party going here.
You can see Trina and Methodical, again, a popular strategy here. They're just riding up to the balcony. It's not too surprising to see, but Miney pushes straight through that door. They're going to waste no time standing in the flag room, which is, I think, the ideal thing for for a rogue who doesn't really want to get caught out by getting kited by a hunter.
Yeah, double dots going down onto Durple here. That can be a pretty bad thing. This DPS composition cannot be taking this much damage. There's double dots on him. He can't go bandage. He can eat, but honestly, those dots are nearly going to do more. Methodical getting pressured by the rogue right now, and I think that's exactly what's got to happen. The psychic screen comes down and instantly going to get trinketed. Durple feeling a lot of pressure right now. We would love to see a polymorph, but they're not allowing for it because of the line of sight right now. The wing clip goes down onto Durple. Can we see a Frost Nova and a Sheep? Maybe that might be their only hope. Right there's the double dots down to 10% HP. The Frost Nova comes down, but there's too much damage. Methodical trying to heal himself back up. Are they going to be able to do down to 20% HP right now? Feeling okay on mana, and but they fall too. It's a 1 versus 1. And we're going to be seeing the rogue going for the hunter's pet just briefly there, actually.
Good job. Good pet control here. I don't know if you noticed that by Trina. Pulls it back immediately the second that he sees that his pet is in just even a little bit of danger. And Mighty Mo is going to play very stingy around this corner. He's going to dead zone him. He's going to line a sight.
There's the evasion. That's what we need to see. But there's the pet. It's going to go down. That's big. First aid tick. Oh! He goes just for the damage now. We need to see a wing click coming out from the hunter. 20% HP, Minimo. Feeling pressured. There's the proc from the sword. If there's the wing clip.
Force another gouge, and he doesn't have bandage here for another 40
oh
seconds.
No, he was too slow.
Try and stealth and sap.
There's the gouge. There's the sprint.
He's gonna sap and go for a reset here. He is gonna take advantage of that no round time limit. He's gonna stealth and kill 30 seconds. He has no hunter's mark on his head, and he is going to take as full advantage as he can as Trina takes the bait and thinks that he drops down to the flag room, has no idea where he is.
And they just shadow meld and drink off. That's probably their best bet right now.
That's exactly what they're doing here. Let's see if they're gonna revive their pet. Mighty Mo is just killing time. 5 seconds here for that bandage to come back.
He has no idea where Trina is. He did not see where the shadow meld was, if I'm not mistaken.
His meld is on.
There's his first aid. That's massive. And he forced Trina to come out. There's the concussive shot.
He might still turn that corner. He might be able to draw combat again. No hunter's mark on his head yet.
Last second. There it is. But I think the hunter came too close. But there's the wing clip right now. Escape artist gets him out of it. Closes the distance once again. But there's the wing clip. Once again, are they going to try to line of sight? They hit him with the immolation trap as well, down to 50% HP. The concussive shot's going to proc, but in a good spot. Trina bandages themselves back up to full. Explorer's armor is on him right now. The gouge is going to get resisted by the looks of it. Yeah, it did. It's not up for another 5 seconds. They meleeed each other through the wall. Classic, by the way. Down to 37%, 30% HP. The wing clip's going to come down. The gouge is going to connect afterwards. There's no cooldowns left from the rogue. The evasion, the sprint, and the bandage have all been used.
First aid. He's going to try and get another reset here.
Yeah, his best friend's going to be line of sight. Oh, he re-stealth with the hunter's mark. He knows exactly where he is right now, and he was really close to him too. There's the gouge. We need to see a bandage. I don't think he's going to have time to. I don't think the hunter's going to allow for it. There's the bandage. No, but the serpent sting. He did what he thought he had to do. I don't even think he got a tick off, though. The gouge comes down, and the hunter starts doing damage. Just trading melees right now. Wow, that was actually a really close duel. Trina and Methodical are going to take this one.
That is Team Search Twinks on Google is going to sneak away here with this first one. And I'll tell you, that round started looking pretty heavily one-sided, but Mighty Mo did everything he could to keep his team in that fight. I'm going to go hop in these channels, get these guys ready for the next round here.
Cool. Sounds good. While you're saying they're founding members along with myself, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm happy to be a part of y'all's Twinking community here. And cool to see that you guys have stuck with it for that long. I imagine it's probably slim pickings as far as your total members are concerned that played then, that play now. But it's good to see that there's some of you guys that are still invested in the same style of play as you were so many years ago. I hear that Twinking gets even more popular in TBC. Do you feel that that's the case, Waldo? Hey, Warren. Hey, bud. Oh, good morning. Good morning, sunshine. We got a stream here tonight. We got a little tournament stream. We had some spicy PvP in Felwood earlier. Jeff was getting saucy. It was a really good warm-up, though, for this.
One of our competitors needed a bathroom break, so there's probably going to be a solid 60 seconds before the start of the next round here.
Hey, we'll get some music. You do think so? Oh, by the way, Ford, I was gonna mention it one more time. Those the search Twinks on Google, those that are playing are founding members, along with someone in the chat named Waldo.
Well, get out of town. I'll make sure they say.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I tell them Waldo says what's up.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
It's a small world after all.
Yeah, Wyland Waldo. While Waldo's saying it's one of those things that you get super passionate about and it hooks you in. Hey, I feel that. I feel that, mate. I don't do as much with those the 19, 29, and 39 and 49 Twinkie bracket, etc. But it's a cool concept, and I feel like I've taken it in a different direction with my broadcasts. What I kind of do is I twink at obscure brackets at like 30 and 42, and just like it points when you get power spikes, and I twink for world PvP, and you don't really see a lot of it. You see twinks in the world at those same BG brackets, but I'm a lover of making that character as powerful as it can, and then putting it in a zone where they're going to be against lots of people at once, and it's a damn good time. It really is. Your Friday beers in the guild. Okay. Oh shit! I'll have to mention that to Fort here. He'll know that better. Sounds good. I'll mention it to him. Hello, DDGers. Hello, DDGers. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome one, welcome all to the OG Jazzy Jeff broadcast. Late nights with for all your tournament needs. This is Fire. This is a 19 Twink tournament. If you'd like to, it's just a on the fly or just a little in-house tournament with DDG from Mankrik. If anyone's looking to get invested in the 19 Twinking community, this is something they do on a fairly regular basis, and they're even going to be having a 3 versus 3 league coming up here in the next few weeks. So if you guys want to, if anybody wants to get involved with them, I'll also link your Fort's Discord. This is DDG's Discord if anybody wants in. If anyone wants to get involved with the Twinking community at all. Good folks over there. I've met a lot of good folks from Mankrik. So we'll get you guys hyped, and we'll get you this next match shortly here.
Yeah, these guys are all officially ready to go and ready to start their second round. Sorry for that delay there. But let's get that flag dropped here for them in round 2 in 3, 2, 1. Let's drop it.
Round 2. Fight!
All right, this next duel is going to get started. Wow, finding Durple right away with those hots, those dots. They know that if they can pressure Durple right away, the polymorph is going to come down. The line of sight is going to come down. The Garo is onto Trina right now. He's trying to get away.
Methodical poly, full poly right now.
That's big. The polymorph goes down onto the priest. They're trying to pressure the hunter right now. The rank 1 frostbolt's going to come down to about 60% HP. The exposed armor is on him again. The second polymorph comes down from Durple once again onto the priest. The pet is just training the mage though right now, and there's nothing they can do about it. I think they need to kill the pet again, maybe, because the pet is so disruptive. They're trying to.
Miney's wing clip. Trina's getting that separation that he needs, but Methodical's full DR on that poly. Trina's probably going to get that little bit of separation. Oh my god, Durple 10%.
And those double dots, I think, are what's going to do him in, because otherwise he could have like went around the corner and tried to get some bandages off, but there's no chance now at this point. And I think the pet might have made some of the big difference in this one. I would have loved to see maybe, you know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see a poly on the priest and a sap on the hunter, but the hunter didn't allow for sap. He got in combat immediately. He peeked around the corner and serpent stung the mage, and he just didn't allow for it. So the second round is going to be very convincing and quick with Trina and Methodical here taking game number 2 in this best of 3 double elimination 2 versus 2 Twinking tournament.
All right, so we're going to AFK out here and set up the next 3 matches. I'm going to have to go get all the guys to group up, and I'll be back with you in just a moment here.
Hey, sounds good for it. Hey, it's good to see you guys recognize each other in the chat from the same server. Hello, Mankrik. You're saying, what's the next matchup? I have the bracket here. Let me see. I don't know if they have their class combinations there, which would be something I'd look into showing on the bracket thing in the future. But I think I have them in my DMs, if I'm not mistaken, which team is which. Let me check it out here. I believe I did. So the next matchup is going to be... Oh, let's see. I believe it'll be the Has-Beens and Cobra Kai. Has-Beens. Let's see. Cobra Kai. Maybe we already saw that one. I don't know if that bracket was updated yet. Here, let me refresh it. Oh, I just had to refresh it. The next matchup is probably going to end up being Cobra Kai versus full frontal nudity. Cobra Kai is going to be Chucky and Rick, which are going to be Mage and Rogue. So it'll be Mage Rogue versus full frontal nudity. And that's actually Mage Rogue versus Mage Rogue. So this is Mage Rogue mirror matchup, if I'm not mistaken, in this next series. Mage Rogue mirror matchup. So we're gonna be looking. It's all about CC. Those are both compositions. Are both those teams want to do the same thing, same comp, where they want to get CC off. Whoever gets the polys, whoever gets the saps, is going to be on the forefront of that battle. And it might be to the point where that's going to make the duel. If the sap goes off, that might make the duel. Not to say you can't come back from that, but if a big sheep goes off, that's going to be big. It's going to come down to the rogues to make sure the sheeps cannot go off, along with clever uses of line of sight. So the rogues the rogues really need to control the mages. If a sheep goes off, that could spell defeat for their teammate. So that's what we're going to be looking for here. Yeah, let's get some tunes here. Oh, here we go. Hey, it's good to see you guys today. Thanks for the fun on Saturday. I had a great time. It's nice shaping up to be a good stream too. I'm live for about 2-3 hours now. Hit me. Zero was saying drunk. Wow. I got you, Gainiel, just for you. Fire was saying, Jeff, are you making a 29 Twink tournament as well? So I don't have anything planned for 29 Twinking brackets. I'm largely Fire, the voice of this. I'm not the tournament organizer. The tournament organizer is Fortitude, who also streams and does this sort of thing on his own as well. I'll end up getting a Twitch link here in just a bit for anybody that wants to follow him to see any of his other adventures he might do. I don't myself have any plans for a 29 Twinking community. However, there has been more from the Twinking community that have reached out to me for potential tournaments, but nothing planned for the 29 bracket just yet. If there was any organizers in the chat that they want me to just shine a light on their tournaments, I'd be happy to, but I myself don't have anything planned where that's concerned. Sub Vader was saying I only play drunk. Well, you would have enjoyed yourself here on Saturday. The drinking streams are a bit of a rarity for me, but it was a birthday stream, so I let myself get kind of saucy, and honestly, that was probably the most fun I've had on a birthday and since I was a kid. It was so much fun. It really was. We did drunk duels, and we did what was it, a 5 versus 5, 1 versus 1 tournament between Whitemane and Grobulus that we're going to be revisiting on Saturday. And it is such a blast. You basically pit one player up from each server against each other in a best of 3. And you go until there's only one server remaining in a double elimination tournament, choosing who plays like a Pokemon. Like you're like, okay, I choose this person. The other team's like, well, I choose this person then. And you go back and forth. Whoever wins whoever wins the previous series has to choose who goes first for the next series. And it was a blast. That's the most fun I've had casting a tournament in a very long time. And I think partially because it was such a new and unique format that it made it that much more fun to me.
That sounds, dude, I love that setup because how we did it, we weren't really sure on how to pick who goes first. And I think it's more fun when you alternate saying, giving it up like, all right, we'll tell you who we're putting out first this time, but you guys got to let us build it next time. And then, once people are out on the floor and the second person goes out, obviously you'll tailor it to who goes out after that. But man, that is just a really cool way to do that.
I couldn't agree more, mate. I'll be doing it this Saturday if you kind of want to see it in action at all. Probably late Saturday night. We play pretty late though. We have a lot of late night degenerates, and my the primary coordinator other than myself works pretty late, so we usually do it like 11 p.m. to midnight on Central Time on Fridays or Saturdays. But I think it's a lot of fun for that too, because it can be some late night entertainment for third shifters and degenerates of WoW, and it's a lot of fun.
I know it's definitely something that's right up my alley. I'll tell you that much. All right, so these guys know what teams are up first. We are heading into the second round of the upper bracket before we make our way down to the lower bracket, which is how the last match of this series of 3 matches that's going to go by will be. But first, if you look at the bracket, you'll see we're going to start with Sweat and Board versus IB Pro Fun. So Sweat and Board, as the 7th team in the tournament, is going to get their first game. Let me get the flag dropper in this channel too, just before I forget that.
Sounds good. Okay, so we're going to finish. I suppose we're going to finish off the winners brackets. You guys can disregard what I said. We're not doing that losers match just yet. I don't know. I just kind of guessed there. But this is going to be Sweat and Board versus IB Pro Fun. You know, I wish that there was a way that you could click on the teams in the bracket list and you could see what their composition was. That would be so sick. But I don't know. I don't think that's a possibility.
Yeah, I just use this website just as a way just to have eyes on it. I think I sent you...
Yeah. The reference link says what those comps are. It does. So I can look at who's playing next and then look at what their classes are.
Yeah, so we'll see a Warrior Pally team versus Pally Hunter team. So the 2 Pallies are going to go head-to-head here in our first match.
You know, I thought it's interesting that for the past couple of tournaments we did with Bonern, there was no Paladins, but we're actually seeing a few Paladins in here, which I'm really happy for. I think Blessing of Freedom is so good, honestly.
All right, so we got about a minute till this round starts. I'm going to go tell them, if you want to hype us up, I'm going to go tell them to get themselves ready, but I see them both in position, so I'm sure they will be.
Sounds good to me. So this is going to be Baby Fru in Deciding versus Scary Twink in Systems. I'm going to give you guys one more hype up here for those that are new in the chat.
Welcome one, welcome all to the OG Jazzy Jeff broadcast late nights with. There's only one place in all of Azeroth you'll hear this type of commentary, see this caliber of gameplay, and listen to this smooth of music. So if you like what you're seeing, consider dropping a follow, because the content is only getting better from here, folks. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, and get yourself a drink. When you're watching OG Jazzy Jeff, one thing's for certain, that you are in for a bumpy ride. So without further ado, let the show continue.
Oh, baby, let's drop that flag for him here in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this.
Round 1, fight!
All right.
See, Scary does not want to be caught in that flag room for too long. He's heading straight for it. He's putting his pet, his boar. He's going to get his boar straight up, keep himself in combat, not let that warrior get a charge in on his team. They are taking this fight straight to second.
That's exactly the base Jeffy likes to go to right off of the bat. There's going to be a wing clip that comes down onto Deciding as he closes the distance. The Blessing of Freedom is going to come down as these melees. This melee cleave team is just doing so much to Scary Twink. There's the Blessing of Freedom, making sure the hamstring that doesn't actually stick. BB Fru down to 40% or down to 60% HP, 40% missing right now. Getting low, down to 40. We need to see some heals. Deciding is getting very aggressive on a Scary Twink right now, and Baby Fru isn't going to be able to actually heal himself up without the help of his Paladin friend. He needs to get those Retribution heals. That's going to be an escape artist. We need to see the heals. We need Baby Fru needs help now more than ever. There's the bubble coming out.
He gets one bandage tick in.
That's huge. He needs help though so bad. I'd love to see Deciding actually fulfill that support-esque role right now because he can't do it alone. He just goes to close the distance once again for Scary Twink. And to be fair, Deciding is doing so much damage right now. But unfortunately, I think letting their warrior friend fall is going to ultimately spell their defeat. And I think part of it was Deciding was pretty damn there because they had gotten so defensive or offensive with a lot of their manas. Here's some more melees onto Scary Twinks. Holy Light comes down, gets him back to 40% HP. Deciding puts the Blessing of Freedom down. The one tick of bandage comes out, but it's not going to actually land, I don't think. But we need to see some crits. Deciding's on the back foot of this one. If he could finish off this Hunter, there's the lesser healing.
The damage.
There's a big heal. That's a crit. There's the bubble.
He goes with the bubble bandage. He says, I'm not done yet. He says, I'm not letting you reset.
This is scary. He needs to finish off the Hunter, but he's letting the Paladin heal. Close the distance, 40% HP, 2 ticks of water from system here. Allows him to just heal up Scary Twinks again. Scary Twinks puts the concussive down, runs away. There's the Hodge. But do you Hodge this is tough. Do you Hodge the healer? Do you Hodge Scary Twink? It's your only interrupt. I'm not sure what the right play is. The Hodge comes down on Deciding. There's the multi. There's the auto. Deciding, looking to try to get a sip in, but there's no way they're going to allow for it. Making the Hunter come to them, knowing that they need to, that's exactly what they need to have happen. Making him line of sight himself almost. Deciding to does a lot of melee damage, honestly. It's actually...
He really does.
It's pretty scary. I just don't know how you'd come up back with this one. There's no more cooldowns. There's nothing left in the tank. 6 seconds until the bandage. If there's no Serpent Sting that comes down, maybe. But they're not going to let him bandage. There's no way in hell. And there's the dam.
He tried every trick in the book. He checked their playbook and he found out it is just as deep as his own. As IB Pro Fun cleans up in round 1.
Yep. GG. Now, I think that was probably Deciding's biggest potential mistake, was not providing any heals for his warrior comrade. They're the rest. They're going to be more offensive with those melees and things like that, whereas System is going for more of the support-esque role. But I'd love to see the hybrid utility coming out from the rat, just given, even if it's just a Holy Light.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Let's see if in round 2 he decides to give that support that his teammate needed in that round. I'm going to go make sure these guys are getting in position and ready to go for round 2.
Sounds good to me. And I can understand why they decided to take the offensive approach. Both those players on the opposing team of the Retribution Paladin were starting to blink and get to lower figures, and he saw red like a bull charges for them, like the Ret Bull that he is. But unfortunately, the Warriors just going to go down a little bit too soon as a result, resulting in a 1 versus 2. Next on Jeff XM Radio, nothing but the freshest beats in all of Azeroth. Get those earbuds ready.
All right, these guys have about 10 seconds left of their warning here.
Sounds good.
Hey, Trek, let's drop that flag for him here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Round 2. Fight.
Let's get ready to rumble!
No surprise here. Scary and his teammate System here decide to head straight up to second. I feel like that's the popular strategy here for the team that starts at this this cubby here, heading to outside.
And I like this safer approach coming out from Deciding and Baby Fruit. They're considering how they want to handle this one. The really good thing about that hallway you mentioned is, there's Scary Twinks actually jumping down, and they can. Oh, they're going for Systems though. They want to. System is about to be of a down right now, as they are going to jump. I'm so close.
Scary is melted in the middle of the room. System jumps down to join him. But look at these guys. This is a true cat and mouse. Neither of these teams falling into either of each other's laps, really.
Dad jokes for days. Nothing but the best on the OG Jeffrey broadcast here, including the play. There's the charge. There's the Blessing of Freedom, getting rid of the hamstring from the warrior, but it did allow the warrior to get some rage, which is going to need in order to win this one. And there we go. Here comes the melees from Deciding. He's deciding to do a ton of damage. The system goes down again and jumps towards him. The Deciding 25% HP down. They're just bombarding system. The wing clip going down onto Baby Fruit. The Blessing of Freedom onto Deciding. The Hodge is going to come down onto Deciding. Close the distance with system once again. Going towards Baby Fruit. The Hand of Justice is going to come down. Lots of damage.
System 30%. Oh, he throws that bubble, but the issue is that he threw his bandage on before and it got interrupted. You can get 1 tick, and so his bandage is still on 40 seconds of cooldown when he throws the bubble on. Deciding going to 40%. Can't help but wonder if he's going to bubble himself here. And he's got 8 seconds on his cooldown. He might need that.
He's going to need that real bad. The system is pressured from his bubble. Baby Fruit just kind of trying to peel for Deciding. I'd love to see a bandage here. There's the bandage. 1,
and he doesn't
2,
need the bubble.
3, doesn't need the bubble. Absolutely massive here. Baby Fruit is on systems right now, and I think this is what you do. There's the bop onto Baby Fruit. Is that the best? I think he might have tried to do the Blessing of Freedom, maybe. This is where Baby Fruit should bandage. He has the bop on him. Why not? Oh, I think
get away from the hunter pet. Bandage in the window room.
And they're not going to let him now at this point. Deciding
not a chance.
Close the distance onto Scary Twinks. Baby Fruit feeling really pressured. I would have loved to see, and I think it would have made the difference if we saw a bandage during the bop the second it hits, because nothing would have hit him there. Oh, but he's getting away. He's going to get it. Oh, he should have line of sighted. No, so close yet so far away. Scary.
He can't drop down. He can't drop down. Use that spot for LOS that he wanted to. He's at 10%, still doing whatever damn he can. 2% and dropping. Oh, Baby Fruit goes down.
Damn, so close there. But system is close to falling as well. He has mana though left. Deciding what do they have for cooldowns? They still have their bubble if they want to utilize it. There's the Blessing of Protection from system coming out. Deciding, looking to get a little bit of mana, using the bandage on themselves. Scary Twink getting full mana nearly. Deciding, looking for his prey once again, is going to open up on him. It does have that perception available. It isn't even going to need it. They know where Scary Twinks is. Well, Scary, not so scary, going to get found. Although maybe Deciding is going to be more scared after this one, because it's looking like they're going to end up getting kicked out to the loser's bracket, but it's not over just yet. Deciding in 1/3 HP. Not feeling so good. Put the Blessing of Freedom on the south. The Hodge is going to come down. They're going to trinket out of it immediately. Put the Hodge down onto system. But they're already in executable range, even though they don't have one. Not going to be able to utilize it. No Hammer of Wrath just yet. The bubble's going to come out. No.
Oh, he says, I'm going to make you work for this one.
He canceled the bubble even. He knew there was nothing he could do. Good try. Good try to the Paladin Warrior duo. Damn. Now they're not. Right. They're not just yet. There was Baby Fruit fans in the chat, but unfortunately they're gonna get kicked out. But they're not out of it just yet in this double elimination tournament, best of 3. So they are gonna have another chance to work their way up.
All right, I'm gonna go get these next teams. Well, up next we will see the Has-Beens versus Sir Twinks on Google. I'm gonna go get these guys ready.
Sounds good, mate. Bah. Oh shit, is it a skirmish? He's going for the skirmish. There's a Frostbolt. Here's the Escape Artist, giving Jeffy something to cast in the downtime. The full Frostbolt's going to come down. He swaps to the defensive stance. 2 seconds left on it. It's a skirmish. It's a rumble. Does it turn into a 1 versus or a 2 versus 2? I'm not even sure. These contenders are ready for battle. Look at this. He's gonna show you guys something cool here. This jump. Can he get it?
Guys, just got a 30-second warning here.
Cool. So, what are we seeing in this next matchup, Fortitude? What are our teams looking like for compositions?
So we are seeing a Hunter Priest versus a Hunter Rogue.
Oh.
Hunter Priest is strong comp, man. That's the only priest who signed up for the competition.
Is it gonna which rogue will it be? Little Chubba or TXD?
TXD is the hunter who is paired up with Little Chubba, and that's going to be Methodical versus Trina, Methodical and Trina on the other team.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Man, I sometimes fear for these double DPS compositions versus the healing compositions, but all it takes is a really good CC or a really good amount of burst. And I gotta tell you, these paladins have been doing pretty well tonight. They can keep themselves alive a little bit better than a priest can by themselves, I feel like. Having things like the Blessing of Freedom to kite away, having things like the Blessing of Protection, not only for their teammates but themselves, and having the bubble. So they have,
I mean,
it's
even
so
that,
good.
Even that armor doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
They're taking less physical damage. All right, let's get these guys counted in, though. They've been waiting, so let's get it going.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, here we go. Looking for the Shadow Meld play, making sure they saw him
Methodical
technically.
definitely saw that.
Yep, so they know that he's up to absolutely no good, which that's about standard for a night elf. And now Methodical and Trina looking to get the high ground, much like Obi-Wan. Let's see if their opponents will learn from Anakin and decide to go on to that high ground themselves, or if they will get killed from above. It looks like they are going to learn and do as Obi-Wan said and try to get the high ground themselves. We are seeing the pet just kind of there to patrol. He's probably on aggressive. He's looking for the rogue. He's probably on stay, but he's really looking for the rogue. He's ready to flop it on to aggressive if he sees the rogue. Maybe he's got a macro to attack the rogue. Yeah, either way, Little Chubba's looking to get a sap off, but that is a scary hallway to try to get a sap off in.
It most certainly is. I know I wouldn't be trying to walk past that boy right now.
No. And yeah, something's just about to. I was gonna make a boar pun, but I've got nothing this time around. The boar's just gonna be patrolling here, or just looking to find the rogue. We don't have the flare just yet, so it's not as the hunters aren't as scary for the rogues, but the rogues only have rank 1 stealth, so. It's not the greatest in the world. They can get found pretty easily. Even if the pet doesn't, there's a good chance that one of these players could. Now, we have seen some pretty fancy sap plays. And we're seeing a dismiss of the pet. Oh, they're going to jump down. They found the rogue got found.
Got a dot on TXD there.
The rogue got caught with his pants down. That's something the rogue can never do. The board comes out. Little Chubba down to 88% HP. He's taking the dicking right now. Wing Clip is still on him. There's the Psychic Scream. The double Psychic Scream!
Gets the separation that he so desperately needs.
He uses the stone form. He gets the poison off of himself down to 30% HP. Closes the distance on Methodical. TXD not being able to provide much support. Little Chubba getting very low, feeling flaccid right now, and he's down to 5%. And he's about but Methodical. If we can get an auto shot down, he's at 37. There's the auto down to 20. There's the wing clip. Oh, but he has mana. He can heal. He's just trying to melee him down. The Psychic Stream's coming out. There's the heal. Is it going to connect? It does, and that's 33% HP. I don't know if he can do it from this point forward. He's already so low.
5%, and he goes down.
KO!
That was a fun one.
You hate to see it. But that is a 2-0 sweep there, I believe, for our Priest Hunter team.
Yes, it is.
Search Twinks here are going to move in. I don't want to speak too soon. Yeah, but they are heading into the finals of the upper bracket. That is correct.
Yep.
So up next, we are going to see Cobra Kai versus Full Frontal Nerdity. Let me go get these guys ready for their next match.
Yes, sirree. Iverson, you what a little stinker. Don't listen to Iverson. He's in my chat every night. He'll troll us no matter what. Don't feed the troll. I'm telling you guys right now, do not feed the troll. It is a mistake. Too many have walked down. And we will go on to this next round. Once again, this is being reinforcing my belief earlier that the healer compositions are just going to be dominant versus the double DPS, especially if the double DPS can't get some sort of CC off. I would have loved to see the sap coming out from the rogue, but unfortunately the rogue actually kind of got caught with his pants down a little bit. Probably was not expecting the double or the healer hunter composition to jump down on their heads like that in such a glorious fashion. And as soon as they did, that was coincidental. They jumped directly onto the rogue. They found him instantly. He was not ready for that play. That's what it's going to come down to at the end of the day. If they could have got that sap, that would have been massive. And so far from what I've seen,
That was just one round before. I just got the next teams in position too early. They still have one round. It is just 1-0 here for the Priest Hunter. They still have one match to play here, or possibly 2 rounds. So let me just move these guys here. Sorry about that.
no, that's okay, man. I don't want to admit how often I am not aware of the point or the score line.
The score.
Sometimes that's why it's good if you have those co-casters. I'm too worried about what's being said. I don't know the score.
I'll be 1 second here.
Oh, sounds good, man. Iverzdaki. It's about 1,000 gold in winnings tonight. Iverson, be nice. I know you're trolling, but be nice.
They got a 10-second warning here. So sorry about that. It is 1-0 here for our Priest Hunter comp. But let's get that flag dropped here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Round 2. Fight!
Okay, cycling the power shield. I'm glad that he did on the pet actually this time around. Try to keep that pet alive, and they're actually going to get aggressive with the pet. Oh wait, did they? Well, okay, I feared for a second little Chubba didn't stealth in time before the match started, and I thought the pet was going for him, which would have been a huge worry.
Yeah, you saw him. He kind of juked when he stayed there. I saw that.
Yeah, I was actually a little bit worried for that. But no, it doesn't look like it actually was following him, because we did see that once before.
Trina looks like he was thinking of melding in the shadow room, but they don't know that Chubba is right behind them. Chubba's trying to get that sap.
There's the sap.
He lands it.
That's huge.
Big sap. Tract comes out of the shadows here, opens up on Trina, who is dropping as quickly as Methodical got sapped here. But the sap the sap is already gone.
It's so quick. And now Trina is trying to get back down to his healer, and he's successful with that. He didn't have to try too hard. So they're going to group up. There's the multi. Going to connect on a TXD. That was such a good opener for our double DPS composition. He's trying to get the gouge, trying to discard the Garrosh. Just going to go full DPS onto the Hunter. The power shield's going to get cycle. Are we going to see a psychic stream? The evasion's going to come down once again. So there is going to be dodging these wing clips. TXD down to about 30% HP. Trying to finish him off there real quick. The multi-shot's going to come down and actually gets the rogue out of stealth. The gouge comes down, it looked like. But it's going to get out. They're going to get out of it quite quickly because the Serpent Sting was on him as well. So there's a Stone Form getting rid of the Serpent Sting. And it's actually... Oh, but Methodical starting to get low. Can they heal themselves back up? The Boar is going to stop them from connecting for just a second. There's the Psychic Stream. No Trinket's going to come out. The full bandage. Oh, man.
Out of Methodical.
I think they honestly could have gotten that. He knows, I think, too. There's the wand rotation. He learned a lot from Hogwarts, and that is going to finish him off. And the 1% becomes 0% very quickly. And this Priest Hunter, Trina and methodically winning this one, are going to move on to the next round in the winner's bracket. Good duel. That actually was really close. If Methodical went down, it was very even at that point.
You know what, man? I think that early sap break, man, if that sap stayed its whole duration, that could have, I think, gone a little bit differently. But Trina did a really good job. He saw that his priest was sapped, and he said, "I am just going to get as much separation as I can and play this waiting game." So I'm gonna go get. Looks like these other teams are doing me such a solid, and just filling up into position.
That
We're gonna see Minimo and Derpel here versus Cobra Kai. These teams are already in position, so let me just go give them a 20-second warning here, and we will be on our way quicker than we thought for this next one.
sounds good. It's always nice as an organizer when the players are helped
Amen.
with that
Helping you
time.
out, right?
Yeah, because that can be a real challenge when you're trying to cast as well. And I was told that by Waldo, it's Trina, not Trina. I kind of like Trina for the puns, but Trina's good too. I'll remember that. Got to say the players' names right. That's for sure. I'm pretty renowned for not. Axel was saying, "Damn, it feels good to be a gangsta," and Iverson is that.
Does anyone need any help
All right,
over
these
there?
teams are fired in position. They have about 10 seconds ready to go.
All right, 10 seconds till we get this next duel started. And hits with this is a twinking tournament. This is a in guild in-house tournament hosted by DDG on the server Mankrik by Fortitude and Friends. Yeah, it's been a great night so far.
And friends, that is us. Let's drop that flag though. Get this next round started. This next match underway in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, next. I like that. That's a good way to like represent the match starting there.
Yeah, we have our little, so people who are watching know, we have a third person in voice with us who hears us doing the countdown. They drop the flag. These people practice arenas with the flag drop as the starting sign, so they're already trained to recognize it. Oh my god, but Rick and Chucky are just gonna stay up in second, and these guys are just playing the same patient game. We're seeing a mirror comp. I didn't even realize that we're seeing Mage, Rogue, and both of these comps have the same strategy. Just keep the Mage and Rogue together and Flame Strike everywhere else.
Yep. Yeah. This is mirror matchup, and this is going to come down to the saps, and this is going to come down to the sheeps. Chucky looking to get the sap off here.
Chucky creeping in. He's getting aggressive.
Yep. There it is. He finds Rogue with the sap.
Rogue.
There. Oh no, but that means okay. He gouges the sheep. He doesn't allow for the sap's already going to break.
Already fall off. Good early evasion here by Chucky. That'll help him as much as he can. Durable.
Oh no,
30%.
there's the sheep, but he is going to he trinkets. But both players are going to trinket. Both trinkets have been used. Durple's going to get very low.
Goes down.
If we could get a resheep, this is a resheep moment, I feel like. But no, they could just kite too if they want to. One tick of bandage is all that's needed. I feel like the safe play would be sap. But there's the frostbolt. There's the sprint. But maybe I would have loved to see the sheep and we wouldn't have to use the sprint again. But he's gonna eat. Rick Frost looking to just kite here. And the rank 1 frostbolt's not gonna connect. The interrupt isn't even gonna be needed. It is gonna be needed there. But he's just going to use this single target.
He could so desperately use his friend right now.
Yeah, the gouge just missed. This is Minyo's
Huge frostbite.
Minyo was coming back there.
1-0 here.
I like how many
for our
gnomes I
friends, Rick and
seeing.
Chucky.
Was that
Oh, yeah,
all
that's
gnome
Scape
battle?
themselves out. I believe it was.
Oh, that's fucking glorious. All the way from Nomergan to come kick some ass here tonight. Minyo was starting to come back, but I think it was more so due to Chucky and Rick Frost's greedy play line of play rather than necessarily the outplay potential that he could have had.
And I like the starting angles that both teams took. I like that the one team rushed to the door, and I like that the other team was rushing to the balcony. I feel like those are both the choice starting moves for both teams here with mirror comp. So I'm gonna go get these guys in position and ready for round 2.
Sounds good, mate. Oh, good song. Welcome one, welcome all to the OG Jazzy Jeff broadcast. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself tonight. If you got any comments or questions, feel free to let us know in the chat and we'll do our best to answer you. This is a Twinking tournament, 2 versus 2 in-house Twinking tournament from Mankrik, organized by Fortitude and the guild DDG.
And these guys are just making their way into position. Minimo's in position. Derple's on his way through the tunnel. And I'm going to go give these guys a 30-second warning here. All right, about 20 seconds here till this round starts. Give these teams a second just to talk things over. I love mirror matchups. There is something about mirror matchups. You know, both teams are going at it and they're saying, no, we do it better.
I might be biased with this next statement too, but Rogue and Mage are some of my favorite classes to cast, and I know it may be partially because I am a Mage. I often say my favorite dueling matchup to cast is Mage versus Rogue because there's so much play and counterplay, and it's a very even matchup.
They're fun. There's a lot going on between the kicks and the gouges and the novas and the polys. But in the meantime, let's get this round started. These guys are ready for round 2 here, so let's drop that flag in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right. And let's see if Minimo and friends can bring it back here. Minimo and Derple looking to come back. Rick Frost losing the rank 1 Arcane Explosion to try and find the Rogue, but the Rogue is playing simply too safe. We are seeing the Flame Strike. Rick Frost has used a little mana. This is where I'd love to see Rick drink. He's already nearly down to half. It's starting to get scary now. There we go. There's the drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, checking for rogues is a tax in business, ain't it?
It sure is. It really is, even with the rank 1s. And it's going to be even more punishing at these low levels with rank 1s because you just don't have the mana to sustain that. Oh, there's the poly, though. Rick resisted. There's a step on a Minimo.
I think he LOS'd.
Yeah, I think he bought LOS just in time, too. The kick comes down on a Derple. He's not going to be able to do that. Gets out of the Frost Nova. The gouge is going to come down. The rank 1 Frostbolt does afterwards. Derple used Escape Artist as well. There's the freezing proc there. Minimo is just out of sap. He's trying to... I'd love to see a re-stealth right before but he's just closing the distance. Tries to gouge. Gouge's going to get resisted. The polymorph's going to come down. It's going to get resisted there, or it was kicked. It looks like it was gouged. It was actually just resisted. The polymorph comes down. Does he have the trinket? The polymorph goes down to Rick Frost as well. He's actually healing back to full. I think that favored Rick Frost. So Rick Frost is not going to bring the heat this one. Might be because he's Frost. There's the reset on a Minimo. No way, dude. The Frost Nova comes down onto Chucky. The polymorph's going to come down onto Chucky afterwards. No, it's going to go on to Rick Frost. He trinks out of it immediately. Minimo's going to close the distance with Rick Frost. Down 25% HP. Derple getting very low right now.
Chucky is chunking on Derple right now. 20%. He cannot escape him even though his ice armor is up 8% and dropping. Can Rick finish in 5%?
Oh, this is spicy. Chucky says, welcome to Chuck E. Cheese. Come and get your fill.
2%.
Oh, the Arcane Missiles isn't going to do very much on a Derple there. Rick Frost is 6% HP.
5%.
Derple at 2%. He polyed him. Oh, he's getting so low. This is so good. It's a 1-to-1, dude. Oh, Mokora. They're going to be fighting. The gouge is coming down. Let's go, baby. 69% HP. That's a sex number. Chucky at 50%, 49%. Goes ahead and pops the evasion. Opens back on a Minimo. The exposed arm is going to come down. There's the evasion. There's the sprint.
Minimo doesn't like the look of that evasion. Miney's evasion's on cooldown. He's trying to get some separation from Chucky. Chucky's laying into him. 6% Miney.
Oh, he first aid.
1 tick.
Gouge him, baby. Gouge him. The gouge dodges. Oh my gosh. That was fucking awesome. Oh, man.
That was a treat, man.
That was a treat. That was a fucking treat. Oh, god damn. I'm at the edge of my seat.
Chucky, 2-0. I'm like, oh my god. I need to cool down after that one.
I do too, mate. That was getting me all jazzed up, man. I got a half chub over here.
Oh, these guys are going to go into the next round. They, unfortunately for full frontal nerdity, that spells elimination for them from this tournament. Up next, we might need to reform here. Let me take a look-see. So we might not Yep, we're gonna have to reform here. So everyone's gonna have to AFK out. I'm gonna have to go pull my guys up, and we're gonna reorganize the next 3 matches.
Sounds good to me. Damn, that was a lot of fun. I'm giving you too much attention, Iverson. You glorious bastard, you. Thanks for this fun on Saturday, Iverson. That one thing that what was I'm not even gonna remember what you said exactly, but what was the overheat meme where you were saying Jeffy's gonna be the first person to overheat due to body hair? I don't fucking know. That joke made me laugh for like hours, dude. Afterwards as well, I was fucking laughing with that with my roommate. You got that wit about you. I'll give you that, buddy. I'll give you that. You got that wit about you. I'll give you credit for that much. Yeah, 5-head. I don't want to stroke that ego too much. I know that's what you're looking for. That was an amazing round, though. I hope you guys had as much fun on Saturday as I did. You're a sexy beast. Thank you. That joke tickled my fancy. It really did. Him and Barry both sometimes have those jokes. Ivan says it's a well-known fact that my IQ is at least 210. I could tell. Hey, Callie, you're saying, Jeffrey, I'm gonna come run with you. I don't know where I'm running right now. I was running the clock. I have no idea where this character's going right now. Hello there, Callie. I hope you saw that last match was sick. I hope you ended up catching that last match. If not, I might have to end up highlighting that one. That'd be a good clip. That'd be a good highlight. That if DDG ever wants, or if Fortitude ever wants to make like a compilation video or anything of this tournament, that last series would have been a really good one to put in. My IQ is above room temp. Unfortunately, this is it's starting to get colder out in Wisconsin, so I don't know if that's saying much or not. It was like summer weather a week ago, and now it feels like nearly winter weather. We didn't even get fall. Feels bad, man. We took the air conditioner out about a week and a half ago. Feels as though we already got a flip on the heat right now. It's kind of shitty. I got a blanket and pillow. I don't know where I'm running though. And bring back the rain. Twang, twang, twang. Hey! Smooth tournament. This is smooth. It's been good. Smart Arc, do you play on Mankrik by chance?
All right, we got the next 3 matches here underway.
Yay! Big thanks for making this happen tonight, Fortitude. I'm having a lot of fun.
Dude, me too. I'm having a blast, and it's always my pleasure. My guys love doing stuff like this, and they love playing for a prize, and we really do stuff like this every Saturday and Monday at 10 o'clock. It's like kind of our guild event times, if you will, and we had this one planned out for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks or so. But my guys, they're not just playing for pride for gold, but they're playing for a little pride as well. They're getting a winner gets an in-house guild rank, and above all else, they get bragging rights on their friends that they play with every day. So these guys are all good friends, and we all play on the same pre-made team and work together and practice together, and we all know each other well. So our guys love doing stuff like this.
You guys have a lot of interested players. To be able to get this many in a war game in the guild, that's pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy.
No, it's not.
We transferred here. I'll tell you, like, we were on a different server. So for anyone who's newer to twinking or interested in twinking, our guild can tell you firsthand how hard it is to get a good guild going on anywhere but Mankrik. We were on Benediction, and we certainly couldn't dream of attendance like we have on Mankrik now. And things have been going great for us since we landed here.
And say, if anybody wants to get involved with their community, can I ever give them your guys' Discord?
Yeah, absolutely.
The DDG
Sorry about
Discord.
that. I was just responding to chat. Yeah, that would be totally cool.
All right.
I totally recommend also sharing anybody who's interested just the Classic 19 Twink Discord, just because that puts them in touch with everybody.
I don't know if I can create invites actually to y'all's Discord now that I think about it.
To our Discord, you can at least right now, because you're currently off to rank in our Discord just because we're in the officer channel and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if that link worked or not, but it says discord.gg. If it does, awesome. But either way, there's Fort's Twitch in the chat if you guys want to check him out, or if I'm not casting these, if I'm ever not a part of them, that's a good outlet for this sort of thing. Or if you're just interested in getting involved with our community, you can touch base with them there. That's Discord's website. I technically hit create invite link. I have no idea. But either way,
I'll send you one in just a moment here.
Cool. I must have linked that one earlier too. But yeah, ask him for his credit card. Yeah, well, thanks, Itsua. Callie says, let us know when you're ready to pre-made. We've been at... Oh, Callie wants to pre-made you guys at some point.
Callie, it's a former guildmate of ours.
Hey, yeah. What guild is... Callie, what guild are you in now? Oh, that was good by Baby for...
Yeah, we're definitely... we have been working hard on getting our A-team ready and shape to be playing other guilds, and... that is something that we're going to even be casting and streaming for other people in the near future, so definitely be paying attention for that. But let me go get these other teams ready here. Looks like we have some teams who aren't sure who's starting. I'm going to go get them ready for their next match.
Sounds good. No rush at all. Thanks again, Hitsua. For the gifted sub to our local resident troll, Iverson. I feel like Iverson's such a vocal member of the community, even though he's a super mega troll, that he always gets gifted a sub by somebody on whatever of the 100 Smurf accounts that he logs into. The jumps are actually really fucking tough to do in these. There's a reason there's only like 4 to 5 top tier Warsong, like we're saying top tier, top tier Warsong Gulch leagues that like, that's why there's like, you have teams like Vampire Clans that literally go undefeated during ranking. There's so many aspects of it that are really tough to master, and you guys are going to see some more of that in the some more Warsong in the Warsong Gulch League, the Ready Raider Warsong Gulch League. But These
guys got a 30-second warning here, so they are nearly ready to start their round.
Okay, and what are we looking at for matchups here this time, Fortitude?
We are looking at this is a spicy matchup here in the finals of the I guess it's the finals of the upper bracket. We're seeing Scary and System Hunter Pally versus the Hunter Priest team.
Oh, Methodical and Trina. Okay.
Search Twinks versus IB Pro Fun.
Okay, this should be a good one.
Yeah, it should be. Let's get this one started here. I think both teams are ready. I think it's been enough time here. Rick, let's drop that flag for him in 3, 2, 1, go.
Rick Flag. I like that. Similarly to Rick Flair, with a little bit more flag, a little less flair. This next duel is going to get started. The shot's going down onto the pet. Someone called Peter. It's out of hunting season. There's the Blessing of Freedom onto System as he puts the pet down. And it's very close to getting finished off. There it is. We're seeing
Trina with a dismissed pet here.
That's... Oh, they dismissed it. They didn't let it kill it. That's huge.
No, dismissed it.
200 IQ. That's awesome. So we can pull it back and get heals later if there's an opportunity for it. System down 25% HP. This could be a match that lasts a little longer because there's double healer potentially if this is played right. The Holy Light coming down from System, but they are going to be rets. They're going to have, well, not ret per se. Oh, no, they were going the more of the support build. It was our other friend going,
and Methodical's doing great in his mana pool right now. Sell at 80% mana, just getting big heals off on Trina now.
But
Trying to anyway.
There's a line of sight. There's a double Psychic Scream, and it's going to connect. One trinket gets him out of it. Trina getting low. They're first aiding, though. They get rid of the dot, and then there's the first aid. System down to 50% HP. The boar is going to go in. Is the boar going to be low, though? Thick boy is pretty thick, and they charge. System getting very, very low here. There's the bubble. There's the bandage. There's the cooldown. And this is what might make the paladin composition a little bit more scary. The priest doesn't have that oh shit button. They have the fear. They do have the fear, though. So there's the give and there's the take. Methodical going low. The double Psychic Stream is going to come out.
I think Methodical gets a bandage on himself around this corner. Now that they're feared away and he has time, he's going to elect to just keep on running up. Yeah, he is going to bandage once he hits the top of that ramp. Scary, though, chasing in on Trina. He's going to wing clip him, not let him get very far. They're putting the pressure back on Methodical. Wing clip him, too.
I would have loved to see Trina get some drinks off, too, there. System at 40%. Multi-shot doing quite a bit of work.
Methodical is out of mana. Trina 25%. System 19%.
There's the fear.
Huge fear.
They got one little heal off. It wasn't very big. System at 8%. Getting low. Jumps
Trina
down.
Full bandage.
Holy Light connecting. Trina full bandaging. System getting low on mana. Getting low on health. And getting low on hope. As Trina comes back in. The pet's going to go down. Looking for the fear here potentially. Do they have the mana for it? Do they have the ability to do it? I'd love to just see wand rotations, but they need to consider the line of sight play. Trina putting down the multi-shot. System
running 14%. He has got Thick Boy wailing on him.
And this is where it's coming back to the beginning of this duel. Here, we need to see a bandage. Now, there it is, baby. They dropped down. They bandaged back up.
100%. Oh my god.
That's massive.
You love to see it.
This is a back and forth. I don't know who's gonna win this one. They're not letting System drink. Methodical's out of mana. System actually got some. They got some ticks off their mana. System did. There's the boar from Trina again. There's the dispel.
Fear available.
There's but one gets resisted. That's gonna make the difference. The renew comes down, but there's the execute. Trina isn't. It's not over yet. They say.
System is at 15% mana, 40% health, and running from that boar.
Look at him weaving the melees. Trina weaving in the melees, trinketing out. There's the Scare Beast. They get it off. That's massive. There's the auto.
Oh, that bandage is coming.
The bandage is, dude, that Fear Beast was massive. There's the bandage. Oh my goodness, that one. They're having some good duels right now. There's the melee. Interrupts the bandage once again. Both these play the hunters at 50%, but here's the difference. System. They're getting mana. They have heals. Trina would have to finish off the hunter right now if they wanted any hope of winning it, and I just don't see it happening. This is gonna end up going to the next round. There's the Hodge.
15%.
Trying to auto shot Twinks. Oh, can they 1%? No, good try.
What an absolute treat of a first round. As we see the Pally Hunter team defy all odds. Who says that the priest is the dominant healer of the 19 bracket?
I'm all about that. I'm on Team Paladin these days. I've seen Paladins do some really cool things.
Man, his mana pool, even though it is much lower, actually Look at how much mana System has. System is not really playing a red set. You can see he's sitting around with, God, 1,500 mana. He is not playing around here. He knows he is going to have to get some heals off and play the sustain game if he's going to have a chance here. Let me go get these teams ready here for their second round.
Sounds good to me. Now, the one thing that Priest really brings to the table, along with their heals and dispels and such, because the defensive dispel is huge, especially versus like a mage or something. But they do have that AoE fear, and you almost saw that AoE fear being a big factor in this one. We'll see if they can get it in this next one. Because if they can get a two-player fear when there's no interrupt or there's no trinket for it, that allows for both those players on the Priest team to potentially get bandages off, which is massive here. I want to note that play in the beginning of the duel by Trina to get the dismissed pet off was absolutely massive. That almost made the difference.
Cannot stress that enough. That was a huge help. And it even came in handy later down the stretch for him. These guys have about 10 seconds here till they start their match.
Sounds good to me. And this is going to be round 2.
Favorite fruit. It will drop on the arena in a few seconds. You got sap.
Oh, let me grab him in this channel. Thank you, Beth. Thank you. See in Discord? Yeah, I see him.
Was an accident.
He has the flag, right?
No. I do.
Are you playing right now?
No, yeah. I'm ready whenever you are now.
Okay, we're gonna drop that flag. We'll get them started here in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, Scary Twink getting pulled into combat with that the Shadow Word Pain system. There's an improved concussive shot as well. You see the wing clip coming down. The double Psychic Stream is going to come out. Essentially going to get trinketed by the Paladin there. But there's going to be the Hunter, Scary Twink running in the opposite direction. Methodical trying to deal with the pressure from system right now. The wing clip comes down, trying to force out some sort of Blessing of Freedom.
Trina and Mytho both landed on Scary here. Scary already at 40%. System's throwing those heals now, but it's interesting to see that they both are choosing to lay into Scary here pretty hard. I guess trying to tap at Scary's System's mana pool.
There's the Scare Beast, and it connects from Trina. That's big here. Pet advantage coming out from Trina and friends. Methodical puts down the double Psychic Stream again. They've been so good about that.
30%.
Scary Twink's going to go down. The bubble comes out from system because they know their teammate's going to go down. Down to 2%, down to 20%, 15. Shadow Word Pain's ticking.
Teammate out, not LOS him.
There's the concussive shot. Proc! There's the auto shot. Trina and Methodical come back. It's not over just yet. System does have a lot of mana, but they're holy. They're more healers centric. Their gear line is more healer centric. They don't have that big two-hander. I don't think that they can do this one. And it doesn't matter if you were more of the DPS variant or the healer variant. I don't think that they could do this one, and I think they know that.
Oh yeah, he is sitting on it on the balcony as we are headed to round 3. Trina and Methodical did a great job of splitting up Scary and System there. Just as they needed to connect with each other most, they forced them apart, and that was huge for them as we are going to be headed into round 3. I'm going to go get these guys ready for their final round, and I know I'm excited for this one. This has been a good matchup.
Yeah, this has. There's been some really high IQ plays. Waldo, I 100% agree. The dismiss Pele I don't think I have ever seen in any of these Twink tournaments or any tournaments I've fought are casted. Pretty cool to see that, because that was the reason round 1 was actually so close. It's like a niche need for that. And I feel like there's even almost more need for that in these brackets when your pet's more likely to get forced down and not just AoE down like it might at 60, but it's going to get single targeted down in this. At first I was like, damn, they're taking a lot of time just to dismiss, but I think it made the difference in the end of the day. Okay, Neil, that sounds awesome. That sounds delicious. It sounds about like me and the pizza I had earlier. I felt a little bit sick after. Too much pizza. Here, let's get some music going.
All right, they got about 20 seconds here for their round. Both teams are in position. We are headed into round 3. What do you think is going to happen here, Jeff? What do you think these teams are going to do?
Let's think here. I think that Methodical and Trina are going to be trying to play the line of sight game really well and force Scary and System to peek around the corner at the same time and try to land these double psychic streams. I think that's absolutely massive. It's what won them that last game, and I think they want to repeat that same win condition.
The psychic screams have been super helpful, definitely in that part of splitting them up in the last round. So I think these guys, I think their waiting period has been over. So let's count these guys in here. Let's get this round started in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Round 3. Fight.
Dun 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 dun. As both teams head towards the door right immediately. Trina and Methodical don't elect to go upstairs in a second like we've been seeing from most teams. These guys are playing at kind of close quarters here.
Going in for the melee is actually, are we going to see the double psychic stream? No, just a single psychic stream, but it's onto the healer. That's actually massive. If that stream lasts the whole time, 37% HP, getting low, we're going to need to see a bop. We need to see a bop. He can't line of sight. There's the bop. Here's the heal. That is exactly what we needed to see. But Trina bandaging themselves back up. Bop is going to fade from Scary Twinks. He's still at half HP.
Dispelled off pretty quickly, but he got exactly what he needed out of that bop while it was still on.
Yeah, lasting quite a long time there onto him. There's the Hodge on a Methodical going to get trinketed.
Oh my god, Scary is in trouble here.
There's the Psychic Stream again. The Psychic Stream is getting utilized for their... It's just CC potential as far as just isolating the healer from the DPS and focusing down the DPS. We saw that used 3 times. They almost kind of like figured out what their win condition was in game 2 when they separated the 2 with the double fear. And you actually saw Methodical going for single fears onto System, knowing that was a win condition in itself. Not even needing double fears, but recognizing if they just keep singularly fearing the healer and training the hunter, that was going to result in the easiest win for them. And you saw that executed really well there in this last game.
Yeah, that absolutely translated. Big congrats on the 3-round well-deserved victory there by Trina and Methodical, as they're going to be heading on to the grand finals. So now we're going to be moving down to the lower bracket and seeing who is going to be representing the lower bracket in the finals. I'm going to go grab the has-beens. I'm going to go grab Hops and Kite. I'm going to get them in position. We'll be starting to the next match.
Hey, sounds good to me. And you were right, Waldo. You were saying to me, focus Hunter GG. It looks like that was their line of play there, looking to just isolate the DPS from the healer with those fears onto the healer, and knowing that the bubble's down too. They can't get out of it with the bubble. The bop was even used there, but it felt like even in the duration of the bop, they only really got half of the hunter's health pool filled up. Such a big health pool. Good play. I feel like them being in the grand finals and seeing how they've played so far, it's safe to say that they're definitely the favorites to win it. Their scoreline speaking for itself in that regard. These past few series have actually been very fun to cast and watch. They've been very close.
Yeah, search Twinks on Google now. Gets to sit back and watch quite a few matches here unfold. 2 matches unfold. Excuse me, how many? I can't count. 3 or 4 matches unfold before they play, but they get to backseat and enjoy the fact knowing that they are going to be in the grand finals and playing for about 1,000 gold. So I'm sure they are excited. Kite and Hops are in position here. Tract and Chubba are in position here. We're seeing a Hunter Rogue mirror match here to stay alive in the lower bracket. I'm going to go give these guys a 10-second warning here.
Sounds good to me.
All right, they got 10-second warnings, and we are about to be started here.
Alrighty. So let the first round begin. First, we have Rogue Hunter versus Rogue Hunter. Mirror matchup. Whoa.
Another mirror matchup. Let's drop that flag for him. Let's get him started here in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
That's a really good idea to get the round started. I might have to incorporate that. Rogue's looking for a sap. Sap is going to result in the a real potential W. That's going to be big here. But these rogues don't want to extend because if they get found in the rooms that they're searching in, they might just get bursted down. You know, and of course they have evasion and sprint. But oh, here we go. There's the sap. Little Chubba. Oh, and he's going to get the re-stealth off. Damn, this is huge. Looking to come forward here. Are we going to see a
Kite is just
resap?
hanging in the window room for now.
I would like to see a resap. Oh, no. There we go. They get the resap off. I was worried for a second there. Now they're going in and onto the other hunter. The improved link clip. Oh, Kite's in a tough position. Oh, gosh.
Oh,
What is that?
Long
Damn.
sap.
That's a big damn there. They're at 12%.
10%. Serpent Sting. Kite
Nah.
goes down. Oh, my God. The burst on this team.
That sap lasted like full duration there. If Hops maybe
And
could
then
have...
some on my screen.
Yeah, I think so. It was like the full duration. Like both times it felt like it was crazy. No tick breaks there. Hops hopping around. If they could have gotten in combat or somehow found that rogue before they got the re-stealth off, maybe they had that like second of reprise to maybe be able to do that. They're going to get the re-stealth off, but they still have that serpent sting, so they get found. They tried to do it last second, but there was no time. The gouge is going to get resisted there. Feels like we've seen a lot of resisted gouges. Hops jumping around, but it looks like the first round's going to go to Little Chubba and TXD.
So the has-beens get a 1-0 lead in this match. I'm going to go get... I see that they're already on the right side. I'll make sure both teams are headed to the right sides, and we will get started as soon as we can for round 2.
Sounds good. That like we were talking about when we started that could very well be the determining factor to these duels, getting the sap off. That's probably the biggest factor going in. Who gets the better opener? Especially in a mirror matchup when there's two rogues on board. Who gets the better opener? Whether it's just big damage or even better, a good sap. And they got the double sap off there. We'll go from Kite's perspective. Kite has that agility on his weapon, so potentially can hit harder than the hunter counterpart with the intellect. Real possibility. Lots of extra agi on that weapon.
All right, these guys got their 10-second warnings. It is 1-0 here for the has-beens, TXD and Little Chubba. Let's go ahead and get them started in round 2 here. We'll drop that flag in 3, 2, 1. Let's do the thing.
Alrighty, round 2. Kite looking to get by the door. No flare or anything like that available in this bracket. Hop's probably going to play a little bit more scared because it's one of those where if they get sapped again, this could spell defeat. And this is the best of 3, so this is the elimination match too. Little Chubba making sure to protect his hunter. These rogues just playing the waiting game, looking for each other right now. I'm worried though. Knight is out of position.
my
Oh,
God.
they both resisted. There's the gouge. Hunter jumping down.
Kite is entering just in time.
There's the evasion coming out from Hops. He's still taking a lot of damage. Little Chubba starting to get low, down to 27%, down to 37% HP. One more eviscerate would be all it takes right now for Hops to go down. Hops trying to kite. Doesn't have this. Oh, there's the serpent
Huge
sting at the
serpent
last
sting.
second.
Oh my God.
But there's Little Chubba. He can't. There's the pet on him and the flame trap. He can't.
Oh, Hops is out of combat, regenning health. That serpent sting is not going to take him out.
Oh, he's a 5% up there. If Knight just needs to kite away.
Look, he's getting his bandage in. Get to your teammate.
Kite goes down too. It turns into a 1 versus 1. He gets the re-stealth off here.
Hops playing to keep his team in it. Track gets
found
the
him.
pet on him. Gets the pet on him right before the stealth comes out. Oh my goodness.
Hits him with the flame
There's
trap too.
No evasion, no sprint available. Gouge about to come off cooldown, but Tract has his back to him. It's not even a possibility for Hops right now as Hops Tract gets the conk shot, gets the separation, and a full bandage around the corner. Oh my god.
That's been one thing I've really enjoyed, the bandage mechanic in this, allowing for DPS compositions to be more viable with how strong that utility is to them. He's just making sure that this split, the Hops doesn't get that reset, doesn't get the re-stealth, and he's going to be able to. The pet gets sent in there. As long as the pet gets sent in before the stealth goes off, they're always going to be able to stealth.
Serpent Sting.
Oh man, if they got some big crits here, maybe, but TDX kiting really well. And if they could line of sight, they could bandage. 3, 2, 1. No, there's no
Here comes
time.
the pet.
Oh, so close. If they could gouge, maybe, or kill the pet.
Oh
If they could kill the pet.
Broke the bandage. Oh my god.
It was the pet fell right when they did too, and then maybe they get the bandage.
That batching. So that is a 2-0 sweep. The has-been stay alive. And unfortunately, Hops and Kite see their second elimination in a double elimination tournament.
Awesome. And then what's going to be next? Sweet and Board versus Cobra Kai?
That is the next matchup. So that's going to be Warrior Pally versus Rogue and Mage. I'm going to go hop in their channels and get them all ready.
Dang. Good game.
Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Blue sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you.
All right, these guys have They have had their warnings, and they have 10 seconds until this round here begins for them.
Good timing. Okay, so this is going to be our Rogue Mage composition versus our Paladin Warrior composition. I favor the Paladin Warrior, but this is much more of a damage-oriented comp, so less support coming out from deciding to kind of go more ret-based as far as the two-hander is concerned. Less of the supportive role than system. Let's see how it works out for him.
This is true. I wonder if LOS on that poly is going to come into play, or if the Pally's bubble is going to come into play. I'm excited to see how that turns out. In fact, let's find out right now. Let's drop that flag for him in 3, 2, 1, and let's get it dropped.
Round 1. Fight.
Kite. Kite. Oh, he might not be able to hear me. There we go.
There
they
we
just
go.
Started it. Flag drops, and they are underway.
Yep, they're Rick Frost looking to potentially get a sheep off here. Is he going to be able to though? No, he's going for the DPS approach. Dude, he's going to feel pressured.
Look at how aggressive they went in that window room.
But Baby Fru is actually
they didn't even
taking
delay a little.
He's taking a lot of damage because Baby Fru had already gotten the Blessing of Freedom, so the deciding couldn't actually do that onto themselves. Baby Fru starting to feel punished. There's the Blessing of Freedom. Now is when we see the bandage. That's the best way to do it. Rick Frost is going to get hodged right now. Gets the polymorph off. There's the trinket out of it immediately as they tries to close the distance. Frost Nova gets reflected by Baby Fru. Rick Frost is dead. There's no way. Just Arcane Explosion until you die, buddy.
15% Boff is on. Yeah, that is a tough task right there. Fru is at 10%. He is going.
We need to see heals. No heals.
They're gonna get a trade here.
They're gonna get a trade. No heals coming out from deciding. He's deciding to just DPS right now. The Rat Bull himself. So now he's versus Chucky.
Chucky throws the evasion. Oh my god.
The Ginger Terror from Onobergen is now going to 1v1 versus the Paladin. They pop the evasion. They put Paladin down to 44% HP. The Paladin still is going to have the bubble available to him. Getting lower. Both these players are trading pretty damn well and evenly at that. Both of them at 20%. Who wins? The Rogue. Do we have a gouge?
Chucky is trying to get the separate.
First
he gets the bandage
aid!
stick.
There's one first aid. There's the Hodge. We need to see a first aid. They are going to bubble first aid right now. Chucky doesn't have the first aid.
Let's see if he's going to stealth and sap.
Can he though?
Oh no, he didn't
time.
get away.
There's the
No,
gouge.
He's going to go for it now. I'll tell you that much.
Kiting away. The terror from the deep.
40 seconds on that bandage. You know he's about to play that. He's going to make say, come play with Chucky.
There's
He's going to eat.
Are we going to see the re-stealth during? No re-stealth just yet.
We'll see.
He's going to save it
He
though.
drops.
Oh, I would love to see a re-stealth
He
there.
gets put in combat.
Yep, so he can't re-stealth the sap now. If he can
He
re-stealth
might
the
want to
sap.
gouge and re-separate.
Yeah, that might be the play here. So he can re-stealth, maybe sap, maybe bandage at that point. Getting pretty close to being able to do that. Deciding closing the distance. Both these players have movement speed and chance. You can bet your ass. There's the sap. There's the sap. He still had the perception. He could have popped the perception potentially there. No, he didn't. It's 3-minute cooldown. I apologize for that.
1 second to spare on that bandage. Man, what timing for Chucky. And he's going to get to open the way he wants to on deciding here. Who still... His bubble's gone.
His bubble's gone. There's the Garou. Exposed armor goes down onto the Paladin. They're getting bled out right now.
For 40 seconds, 35.
Both these players getting lower, but I'd say Chucky does have the advantage.
20%. Look at how quickly he is forcing that health to drop.
Oh
my god. Chucky was able to get that away as they pull up 1-0. Oh my god. I will say that things were not looking favorable for Chucky and Rick early on in that round, but Chucky able to do the Lord's work, really.
Yeah. His mage comrade was able to do just enough with the arcane explosions and the fire blast to finish off one of their opponents, the warrior, and allow that to become the 1v1 that it was. And to be honest, I think Chucky can just gouge and keep creating space nearly infinitely. No one has to resist, and then he can just get in a position to bandage or re-stealth. I think with improved gouge, enough time is created to where he can literally just go. He can go re-stealth, or he can just go re-stealth.
I'm gonna agree with you there. Let me pop in with these teams and get these guys ready for the next round here.
All right, sounds good.
All right, both teams got their 10-second warning and are in position.
All right, sounds good. You know, Chucky is gonna have to play this one just so. He'd love to get a sap off, but he does have the perception to deal with from deciding. That's a cooldown that should be just getting up. Yep, it is up now. So perception's very good in classic. Chucky's gonna have to play carefully. But if they can get in there and in combat, or if deciding and our baby fruit can get in there and get in combat as quickly as they did last round, they're not even gonna have to worry about saps. And maybe that's the way to play it. Run in with the perception as you try to get into combat with Rick Frost.
I'll tell you what, that is definitely a common strategy that we saw during practice. But there we go. Scary drops the flag, and they are underway. Thank you, Scary.
There's the charge on Rick Frost immediately. So Rick Frost is already feeling the pressure.
Round 2 started here, and Rick is definitely slowed and at 78% and has some damage on him. Oh, big Hodge.
Yeah, big Hodge. They close the distance. There's the AoE coming out from Rick Frost, and he's just trying to AoE again. We need to see a poly. Does he get it off? No, it is going to get interrupted there, or it was resisted. I believe it was interrupted. Lots of melee on him, and there's just too much damage. Chucky has to do it again. He needs to need all the tickets to win this one, but Baby Fru's getting lower. The disarm coming out onto Chucky, so we're not going to be able to see any melees from him. What cooldowns do we have available to him? Actually, he has most of his cooldowns available to him. We could see a sprint or an evasion, but it doesn't look like we're going to right now. Baby Fru may be coming down. He might just wait for the next round. And yeah, this is going to be a quick one coming out from the Warrior Paladin combo.
So this is going to go to 3 there, and that is kind of what you expect to see out of Warrior Paladin versus Rogue Mage, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, we're not seeing a lot of sheeps from Rick, but they are pressured enough to the point with a warrior having pummel, with a paladin having Hodge, that they're not really getting a chance to get these sheeps off. They did try to. There was no time for a fake cast. You could have done one at most, but then you still have to deal with Hodge. So, and as long as this paladin and warrior are like, staggering when they try for their CCs, go for the pummel first because Hodge is guaranteed. Then then that's going to be really tough to actually get a sheep off.
I think there's something brewing here, I think, for a bit of a good third round. You might we both noticed that Chucky saved his cooldowns there. If you look deciding, he didn't even need to pop his bubble. So, you know that both teams are about to throw the kitchen sink into this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get these guys primed and ready for the third round here.
Sounds good. Hey, thanks, Boner. It's good to see you, man. Tonight's been a lot of fun. And this is just the losers bracket here. All tied up 1-1. I like how they've been starting in different spots here. That view, what the heck? You can really see through the eye of the gnome there.
All right, so these guys are, everyone's in position. Everyone is ready for the final round. Round 3. Let's count that down. Scary, let's drop that flag in 3, 2, 1. Let's get them underway.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, Rick Frost and Chucky on. Oh, no. Do they know? Uh-oh.
I believe they're doing a sat bait.
Oh, they're sat baiting. Okay, good. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, no. There's the Frost Nova. And deciding this is when I want to see the sheep. No, it's interrupted. Damn, no fake cast, no interruption. I would have loved to see a gouge into a sheep. That's what we needed to see. There's the Hodge onto Chucky right now. There's the polymorph. It comes out.
He lands it.
But it's onto the warriors. And the Chucky goes onto the warrior. A little miscommunication. The paladin. There we go. We needed to see it on the paladin. Now they go for baby fruit. That's the win condition.
He's got no buff now. This is definitely win condition for a rogue and a mage against this comp. That repoly goes down.
There's
the bubble out of it though. Through at 8% and dropping 5. He goes down.
Did the Bob get bashed? The Bob gets bashed, dude. No
Does
way.
anyone need any help over there?
The Bob gets bashed there. And Warrior's gonna go down even though the bubble was actually used. Deciding.
Oh, it is on his cooldown. Oh my god.
Yeah, so he did actually use it. Deciding is getting low, tries to bandage himself back up in executable range. And Chucky puts down the pain and goes on to the winner's bracket.
Rick and Chucky, I think they have one more match if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, do they?
They do go against the has-beens now
for
the right to go to the grand final, but that is 2-1 in favor of Cobra Kai.
That is big. And Captain, my love, Captain, my life.
And we can actually see, I'll give us some good news is we don't have to AFK out of this one. We get to see who gets to play IB Pro Fun. This is actually the semifinals of the lower bracket, Has-Beens and Cobra Kai, and the winners of this play for the finals in the lower bracket. So this is the semifinals of the lower bracket, Has-Beens and Cobra Kai, and we don't have to AFK out or anything. Both those teams are on opposite teams in here, so let me go tell them that they are up, and let me get that set up.
That sounds good. I'll get the audience hyped, and we just got a big old host in the chat. Let's get this party started.
Oh, baby.
Captain! Welcome one, welcome all to the OG Jazzy Jeff broadcast Late Nights with. There's only one place in all of Azeroth. You'll hear this type of commentary, see this caliber of gameplay, and listen to this smooth of music. So if you like what you're seeing, consider dropping a follow, because the content is only getting better from here, folks. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, and get yourself a drink. When you're watching OG DDG, one thing's for certain, that you are in for a bumpy ride. So without further ado, let the show continue.
Captain, thank you for the host, and welcome to the OG Jeffrey broadcast, Late Nights with. Woo! You just tuned in to the in-house tournament, 2 versus 2 twinking tournament, brought to you by DDG on Mankrik. The twinking community is coming out tonight to give us some content. We're on the semifinals of the losers bracket in this tournament, and then we're going into the finals. We've actually had some really fun games tonight. About 1,000 gold on the line here. I hope you had a good stream, Captain. I hope have you been playing with the league very much? Has that been popping off, or have you just been doing some standard Warsong games? Or yeah, how have things been for you? All right, 10 seconds until we get this party started.
Chubba and TXT, the has-beens that never were versus Cobra Kai. Rick and Chucky trying to get the right to the finals. The lower bracket, Scary, starts us off. The flag is dropped, and these guys are underway.
Fatality.
Well, you see Rick with the flame strike on the door. He's not really into the idea of letting this rogue just creep through that door.
Round 1. Fight!
We really want to see the sap. This is rogue. There's a rogue on each side, so we're looking for the sap right now. We don't see any humans on the field. So we're not going to have to worry about things like perception. The flame strike comes out from Rick Frost. I'm not going to connect with any of the rogues. These rogues are playing safe. Both these players want to move on.
Patience, game of patience. Neither of these teams want to start with the disadvantage here.
No, and these rogues are just kind of crossing each other's path, just starting to. They're looking for each other. Chucky heading towards his prey. The red-headed menace from Nomergan. One of my fan favorites, just because, or the fan favorite from me, just because of how ugly he is. The sap comes down. There it is. That's big. He saw where he was. He was stalking his prey.
Let's see if they go down.
Oh, he's looking. I think they did. They're looking for him. No, they didn't. They don't know him.
Rick finds him though. He knew where he hid last time.
Rick is gonna get found out. There, he's going for the resap.
It's a restab. Oh my god, he gets it too.
That's big. Now they're going to try to bombard TXD with damage right now. They're going for the pet. Someone call Pete a TXD pet going down right now. Big damage coming out. Rick Frost looking for the reset. Has a Serpent Sting on him. He has about 66% HP left. 64% HP left.
Chubba's
He's eating.
Here in the balcony himself.
There we go. TXD taking damage. The Frost Nova's going to come down. Little Chuba.
Drops, opens on Chucky.
Oh, the cleave damage. Chucky getting low. It looks like your princess is at another castle right now. TXD first aiding away. Little Chuba gets sheeped. Rick Frost on the back foot. Tries to try to finish this one alone, and I just don't see that happening.
Versus a hunter and a rogue. Oh my god, that's more than a tall order. That's an impossible task right there.
There's the
and that poly
polymorph.
is gonna get kicked or gouged, but interrupted. That time a kick. Rick goes down. 1-0. The has-beens.
Yeah.
They don't want to go home today.
Yeah. Good game. Good game. That goes on to the second round there. But Yeah, the sap play was big. We did see a double sap there. That I think that's exactly what we need to see this next round too. And it didn't even end up mattering because Chucky got the sap off on a Little Chubba. Little Chubba TXT winning anyway. I think part of it was that massive multi-shot damage that came out when they were cleaving him down after the fact when Chucky ended up dropping, or when Little Chubba ended up dropping, and TXT got a massive multi-shot on Chucky and Rick Frost.
That burst was right when they had their let's get aggressive, notion right there. They put out so much damage so fast, and there was just nothing really they could have done about it to stop that from happening. I'm gonna go hop on these channels though, give these guys their 30-second warnings, and I'll be right back to get us started.
Sounds good. Thanks, buddy, and thanks for the feedback, Crimey and Worms. And hello, welcome to the broadcast. Crimey was saying, Captain. Welcome, Captain, to the Team Ready Raider. It's official, baby. Hell yeah. Welcome to the team, Captain. If you're still here, welcome to the Ready Raider family. Welcome to the Ready Raider team. It's an honor to have you. And thanks again for the host. Yes, this Twinking community does have a Discord. Let me get you guys a Discord link here.
Here, let me send you one to the classic Twinking one, because I think that one's a little more appropriate to be sharing with people who are interested, because this resource is really, really good for people. I just sent it to you in a Disc PM.
Sweet.
That's the classic 19 Twinking Discord. There's people from all sorts of guilds in there, and they always love helping. There's resources there, guides there, gear there. If you use the search bar in that Discord, you'll see the answer to every question on planet Earth, basically. But we have 10 seconds, I would say, until this round starts. It's the has-beens are trying to lock up a position into the finals of the lower bracket, and Rick Frost and Chucky are fighting to stay alive. Let's go ahead and get that round started for them. Scary drops the flag. These teams are headed on out.
Yep, round 2 just getting started here. I'd like to see another sap. Let's see if Chucky can pull it off again. And he got a sap off the last time. It didn't make a difference. But
I like Rick checking that corner with the explosion. I like him following his teammate and
I agree.
Making sure he's safe while he's hitting specific corners. But they found tracked back there.
Rick Frost does get hit with the trap or the fire right there.
Big Polly. Now let's see if they can find Chubba. Look at this. This is huge.
I would have loved to see Little Chubba getting a little bit more patient because his teammate was sheeped. He didn't have to pressure in and go in right there. There's the evasion, but you can't dodge magic. You can dodge the melees, but you dodge a ball. Little Chubba trying to kite away right now.
See if Rick is going to get that re-poly in. This tract is loosening up from his poly, but Chubba at 20% dropping. Rick turns at him for that poly tract. LOS is it. Chubba 20% up top. Let's see if they're going to have this little 1v1 up here.
Oh, so close, actually. If he could have gotten the gouge off, it was off cooldown, but now Chucky gets a bandage, and I think that spells defeat for our team. Rick Frost is fighting alone right now, and they are starting to get low, but now there we go. Now they're fair stating as well. This is tough. If you could have kept his pet on him.
Keep him slow. The rogue is going to be slow, but the hunter is going to be frosted. This should be headed to round 3. His tracks at 25%, 17%, and dropping, and that is a kill confirmed. We're heading into round 3 here.
Yeah, that will be round 3, tying it up 1-1. I think the biggest misplay there was Little Chubba feeling that he had to go in when his teammate was sheeped.
Play it patient.
Yeah.
Play it patient.
Because he might have even tried to get a sap off in that moment when he got discovered, but they might have still been in combat from that encounter with the hunter from the sheep, and he might have been like, "Oh shit, I can't sap." And then
give credit where credit is due. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Even if Rick landed that poly, and even if Chubba played patiently, who knows, that poly DR might have gone out, and then they could have had a good 10-second opener on track with Chubba on second too far to respond quickly enough. So it's hard to say one way or the other, but either way, good round there for Rick and Chucky as they scrap to stay alive and force a round 3 here.
Yeah, good stuff. And you always like when it goes on to the round or the third round here. Maybe we'll see some synergies, like, because it's going to be tough for the Rick Frost to actually get a sheep off when they are fighting the rogue that has interrupt and gouge. So it'd be nice if we saw something like a gouge sheep setup. Gouge the rogue, sheep him after, gouge the rogue, sheep the hunter, something like that.
Oh yeah, even the bop and bandages we've seen have been a little slow. So I think big, little things like that make a huge difference. These teams are in position here. I'm going to go give them their 20-second warnings, and I'll be right back with you.
Sounds good.
All right, both teams are warned. I would say that they have about 10 seconds left until we get started in their final round, round 3 here. It's 1-1. Track peeking out. Hopefully it gets back in before that round starts. Let's go ahead and drop it for him in 3, 2, 1. Here they go.
And away we go.
You see Tracked, he's going to drop his pet in that corner again and stealth somewhere else. I can't help but wonder if Chucky saw around that corner. He might have been able to see. I have a sneaking suspicion that Chucky saw that.
Yeah, and it looks like they're trying to bait him by where the pet is so that Little Chubba might be able to find him at that point. Little Chubba looking for Chucky. Chucky looking for Little Chubba. Let's see who get. Ooh, Chucky gets the sap
Chucky,
off.
this is not good here for. Oh my God, they're not.
They're killing the pet.
Tracked. Look, Tracked is just gonna chill while he's melded. Oh my God, this is the play that Chubba needed to do last round. They don't see him. They're running right next to him.
There, they find him.
Finds him finally.
He is going to find him in the end, and that's kind of been a position he had been in multiple times. So not surprised fully he was found out. There's the sheep, there's the trinket, there's the re-stealth. Chucky's starting to feel the pain. The arcane explosions comes out. The freeze frostbite proc comes, and there's the frost nova as well. TDX getting low. There's the sheep. There's the bully, and that's going to be Rick Frost and Chucky. Resetting here, hard reset. There's the polymorph. It's going to get DR'd fully, so no more polymorphs are going to be available.
Good job keeping him in combat there. Chubba's going to sprint, and he is going to try and do everything he can. Great arcane missiles. He knows that he's going to LOS there, and he's going to keep him in combat for every extra second that he can. Chubba, though, is definitely going to stealth. The second he drops out of combat here, lay this sap on Chucky.
Oh,
Chucky
no
doesn't allow it.
There's just
Great
no time.
pressure by Chucky, and Chubba knows that was his last play.
Damn, both these players went in opposite directions. Rick Frost waiting to get at the bottom for him, and Chucky going around. And those arcane missiles, like you said, keeping Little Chubba in combat to the last second and not allowing for the re-stealth, which would have allowed for maybe a sat play, and that would have been Little Chubba's only hope back into this.
So Cobra Kai comes through here after taking a 1-0 deficit, if I believe, wins 2 in a row, and gets the right to go to the finals of the lower bracket. So let me take a look at this bracket here. And let me see if we have to reform for this, but we might be good. Huge round there. My God. So IB Pro Fun versus Cobra Kai. Oh my God, how lucky are we? These guys are on opposite teams already, so we get to just go right into it.
Nice.
Let me get these guys started here. I will be with you in just a moment.
Sounds good. So we're in the finals of the losers bracket right now. We'll do finals losers bracket, and then we'll do finals, and then if they're needed, the grand finals. The first team that's in the finals right now is Search Twinks on Google. Team Search Twinks on Google, which is actually a old Twinking Guild from Classic as well. And so whoever wins this is going to end up fighting them in the finals. There's like 3 or so, Taz. Now let's get to some music in the meantime. You did as I said, Jeff. You got popcorn, now you got heartburn. Some people get heartburn pretty chronically, actually. I have a tendency to if my diet isn't proper. Hey, Swag. Coming in at a perfect time. Got the losers bracket finals. The finals.
All right, they got 30 seconds here. The winner of this match is going to be headed to the finals, the grand finals, to play Search Twinks on Google, that Hunter Priest team who has been demolishing their way through, and that is going to be a 1-series match. So even if Search Twinks meets their first loss in the finals, that will be the end of the tournament. So IB Pro Fun and Cobra Kai are going to play right now to try and give themselves that right to take on Search Twinks in the final. Both teams, let me get our dropper in here.
All right, let's
Hey,
see it.
Reclusive, sorry, I just got you in here. Both teams are ready. Let's get them started here with round 1 in 3, 2, 1. Let's drop it.
Round 1, fight. Chucky looking for the sap. He needs to be careful because Systems is a humanoid here. They found Rick Frost, the pet up there.
Perceptions are both
There's-
popped, but Chucky still
there's a
gets the
sap.
sap. Oh, he pops
He pops the sap though. That might, I don't know. It could pay off. It's hard to say at this
It could
point.
help. It could help.
Because now they find Chucky and there's no sap, so that is the upside to it. The downside is, well, you don't have a bop. So,
They
but
both
they're
popped
on
it there.
they're on the forefront of this one. There's the Hodge onto Rick Frost. Not gonna be able to blink out of that. Does not have blink just yet. There's the pet dying though. So Chucky, if he can wait for there's the sheep onto
Big
Scary
Paul gives them
Hunter.
the sheep that they need. Gives them the sheep they need. They're gonna.
There's the
Chucky's gonna get
gouge.
a bandage here.
Full Frostbolt, Fire Blast into System.
Oh, they're doing what they need to. They're gonna get a repoly here on Scary, and they're gonna do what they can to get System down as quickly as possible. Rick might want to look to bandage now. He's at 50%, 40%, and no dots on him. He might want to consider getting that health while he can. But System is in trouble. 18%
Yeah.
and running. Chucky eats the clip.
That's big. He does get the bandage off. System first aiding themselves as well. Chucky trying to run towards System. Polymorph goes down onto Scary Twinks. The bandage. Maybe Rick Frost just tries to run at this point. Chucky is going to need a re-stealth. Doesn't get
He
it.
needs LOS on Scary. He needs separation. He needs to stop taking so much damage no matter how he gets it.
The wing clip procs. You hate to see it. Chucky at 30% HP. The polymorph isn't going to go down on a System because of the line of sight play right now in the arena. Chucky has 5 seconds till bandage. Can he gouge?
Great
There's
LOS
the
here by
gouge.
System.
But now the Serpent Sting is going to keep him in combat, and it's going to prevent the
Gonna get
bandage.
reapplied here too.
Yeah, 100%. Or does it? There's the multi.
Or does
There's
it?
the auto. There's the
Oh.
concussive. 1 tick. 2 tick. Doesn't even get a tick. He gets 1 tick. Damn. There's the gouge.
We got split up into 2 1v1s there for a minute. System stays on Rick, and Rick's in trouble too. Rick's getting 2v1 here, 15% and dropping. He is going down. Rick is dead as Chucky gets a stealth off. Scary and System are going to rebandage, get a full reset in, and Chucky is being asked to do the impossible, but he doesn't want to let them drink. He wants to give himself whatever chance he has. Break self.
He knows what's about to happen. Oh yeah, that was tough, and I really like when in style both System and Scary Twinks throwing out a bandage in a stylish fashion, making sure that they do have plenty of HP so Chucky can't pull off any shenanigans. Whether he gets a sap off or not, it just would have been too hard.
So IB Pro Fun with the big round 1 victory. It looks like both teams are naturally swapping sides. We're getting into the rhythm here. Teams are starting to get it. I'm gonna go give them a 30-second warning here.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, Boner, that is game 1. Yeah, that was game 1. And so the first game will go to Scary and System. It's been a scary composition here today.
All right, they got 30-second warning here. So this is round 2 of the finals of the lower bracket. Winner of this best of 3 series is going to go play a best of 5 series in the grand finals. These guys are playing for about 1,000 gold tonight. And man, we have seen this is the 3rd match in a row Cobra Kai has been in, and it'll be the 2nd one in a row where they start down 1-0. So let's see if for the 2nd time in the row they can climb that mountain and get 2 wins in a row here. And I think these guys should be about ready. Let's go ahead and drop that flag for them in 3, 2, 1, and here we go with round 2.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, Chucky looking once again for the sap. The pet's getting... Wow, oh, Perception finds Chucky. This is tough. There's the gouge. There's the wing clip. Rick Frost going in for the sheep. There's the sheep. Going to get
big
Hodge. Man, he got too close to the Paladin before he started the sheep. There's
Rick
the Frost
knows Scary
Nova.
isn't going to let him... Good Nova poly chain, because he knows that he was not going to let him dance around that corner for that poly.
And now
Takes him forever to get it off with that knockback.
Rick Frost is in a really tough position right now. He's just trying his best to do some damage. We need to see a gouge, and then we need to see some distance created for Rick Frost so he can bandage. But one more tick of the Serpent Sting. Come on. No, there's no time. The Serpent Sting prevented it. There's the Nova. There's the Escape Artist. Down to 8%
bandage.
HP. System's gonna go down too. Oh, they bubble at 10% HP and they bandage themselves back up to full. And that is probably gonna spell defeat.
Huge bandage there for System. Or a huge bubble there. Give him exactly what he needed at just the right time. And these guys are going to give Chucky a tough time here. I should say Chucky's going to give them a tough time as IB Pro Fun is going to work their way into the grand finals. 2-0 sweep in the finals of the loser bracket.
GG.
Oh man, so we've been waiting a long time to see who it's going to be. So we have, let's look at these matchups here. We see Hunter Pally, Hunter Priest. This is a rematch.
Is it? Ah, you love to see it. They have a chance to prove themselves once again and come back and win it. The same folks that kicked him out of the winners bracket into the losers in the first place, they're going to get a chance to fight him again.
So this for the grand finals here now, it's going to be Search Twinks on Google versus IB Pro Fun. It's going to be one series, best of 5. Winner takes it. So if the winner of the losers bracket beats them in the first series, there will not be a second one, and they will be declared the winner tonight. So I'm going to go get these guys in position and ready to go.
Sounds good.
them a 30-second heads up here, and I'll be right back with you.
Hey, sounds good. That was a good first game. I didn't even see how pressured that Scary Twinks was there from system, but apparently, or sorry, I didn't see how pressured that Methodical was and Scary Twinks as well. I only saw the one player go down. I was surprised when both did, on one on each team. Made it very even. About 30 seconds till we end up starting this one. A lot of these players, there was no, I think the Paladin has most of their cooldowns. I guess they don't have the Divine Protection. They use that with the bubble, but they still have the bop available to them. So they only have one bubble. So they're going to have to choose wisely. Do I bubble my or do I bubble my Hunter? Do I bubble myself? They're not going to have both of them available to them. They got another 30 seconds until the Trinket, which I think everyone should have that by the next match.
Yeah, Methodical too, with 6 minutes on that Desperate Prayer. That'll come back for him eventually, but he will not have that available in this round. And it has been about enough time. So, Clue, let's drop that flag for him here and get started in round 2. In 3, 2, 1, let's get it on.
Clue dropping the flag. I think it was Methodical in the Warsong Gulch game in the flag room where the murder took place here. Trina trying to kite away, system just pressuring him. There's the multi-shot onto Scary Twinks. Trina feeling the pressure. There's the Hodge onto
Trina,
Methodical.
40% already. Methodical needs to help his friend out here. He throws that.
Oh gosh!
Throws out the big heel, but
is there time?
Gets off just
30%. Oh my goodness! Scary Twinks is going to get bopped there. The Shadow Word Pain is on him. The wand is at the words. Trina
gets dispelled.
There it is going to get dispelled.
Wasn't able to capitalize on that bop.
There's the heal. Are we going to see another one? They're focusing Scary Twinks right now. Full heal onto Trina.
Oh, Trina's almost LOSing his priest there.
We need to see Psychic Stream. What's the CD? It's close. There's the double Psychic Stream. That's
Trina,
massive.
9%.
There's the bandage.
Oh, that bandage stick saved his life and a heal.
Auto shot.
These guys are fighting for their lives.
Wand
Scary
rotation.
10% and running 8%. Scary goes down. 2v1 here for system.
That was awesome.
These guys have figured out how they want to play these guys. They had their way with them. Methodical got the clutch fear and heal in multiple times in this round. He really did his teammate a favor. System 35%. And he is not in good shape as he is forced to run away from a Hunter and a Priest who are out for blood. And he is going to wrap this one up. We are tied at 1 and headed into round 3 in a best of 5 series.
Awesome. It's all tied up.
Isn't this what you want to see?
Yes, this is what you want for finals. And I like that these teams already connected once in their first winners bracket. So they have the chance to bring it back here, coming all the way from losers back to the finals.
These guys are familiar with each other now. I'm gonna go hop in their channels, make sure these guys are all ready and juiced up for round 3 here.
Sounds good. I think the double Psychic Streams are going to be huge here. If Methodical can methodically continue to do that and get double fears off, that's going to be he's going to be crucial here. He's on fire. Trina has had excellent pet control throughout this tournament, even dismissing their pet at one point during a crucial moment when it was about to die. That was one of the notable plays from them earlier in the tournament, and the pet ended up being very impactful the rest of the duel. But this has been a great tournament so far. And I imagine that whoever ends up losing it out of these two teams is still going to win themselves something. I don't think the whole prize pool goes to the first place teams. Looking to start this next one here. These teams don't really have a lot in the lines of CC. It's just raw damage. You do have the Hodge and the Fear, but that's about it.
All right, these guys have about 20 seconds until round 3 starts. Man, I feel Methodical and Trina getting to start out on this little in that room. I feel like that's just such an advantageous spot to start on this map. I can't wait to see what they do with this positional start.
Yeah. The position swaps are interesting on this one. I feel like some comps it's more of a variable than others in some cases, especially where the rogues end up starting and what choke that you want to hold. These teams, I think, are just going to try their best to run at each other. There isn't much secrecy going on right now. You have a pretty good understanding
they're gonna get in each other's faces and just do what they can. That's what we've seen through 2 rounds so far anyway. And let's get that 3rd round started for him here. Both teams are ready. They've been waiting. Let's go ahead and drop that flag for him here in 3, 2, 1. These guys are underway.
Round 3. Fight.
All right. Oh, wow. These hunters just trading blow for blow right now already. Going for methodical, the squishy priest. They don't have cooldowns. That's the one thing. That's one reason I think I sometimes favor this priest or the paladin over the priest. There's the psychic stream. They're bubbling the psychic stream. I don't know if I like that. Scary Twinks is getting low. He needs the support of his friend. If he doesn't,
The bandage got taken off right away by the serpent sting. He's at 30% and dropping. Here's system. He's running the system. He's gonna get the heals he desperately needs.
There's the heals, but
this is still trouble for them though. They're still in a really bad spot.
This is bad. Scary Twinks, we needed more support. He was not healthy. He was only at 40%. Are we going to see a bop? The wand rotation comes down, bing, bam, boom. It's enough for me. And there it goes, the psychic stream, but I don't even know if it's necessary at this point. His system is feeling down right now. Is his teammates going to fall? And you got to wonder if that was the best time for the bubble. Were they a little too separated? Really tough to come back from that one where they were at. So this
quick round there. Not an ideal start there for Scary and System to start that round. The second that fear went out, he bubbled it, and he still was too. He had too much separation still for what he wanted while he was chasing, and it just it didn't work out for them there, as that is 2-1 here now for Search Twinks. They put themselves in a match point position, 1 win away from getting a nice little 1,000 gold treasure to be splitting between the two. Not bad for a 50 gold entry fee between the two. It's 25 gold ahead. That's a pretty nice payout, I'd say.
I agree. Yeah. Big money. Yeah, your Twink or your next project desperately needs.
So these guys are putting themselves in the proper position. System and Scary are just getting back to this side of the map. And I'm going to go give these boys a 30-second warning here.
Sounds good. This is match point for Mythical.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go warn them for a whole minute so we can hype up on the match point.
Sounds good.
I'll be right back with you.
Alrighty. All right. This could be match point. It is match point. This could be the last game if Methodical and Trina can pull this one off. I like that Trina's been dismissing their pet, looking for a good Shadow Meld, not necessarily sending it in as greedily as some hunters have and getting it killed right away. They've been very patient with their pet play.
All right, these guys have been warned. We have about 30 seconds or so.
All right, everybody. I hope you are ready for the conclusion. We got a max of 3 games left, but this is match point for Methodical and Trina right now, and they've played really well. But the same could be said for their opponents, as they have worked their way up the loser's bracket to get to this moment. And this is the finals of the 2 versus 2 classical Twink tournament, brought to you by DDG and Fortitude. So we're just about to get it underway. Let's see which of these teams is going to take it home. Might end up going to another couple of rounds. There's the potential for it, but if Methodical and Trina play as cleanly as they had prior, then they're in for a good time here.
So let's go ahead and get this round 4 started. Let's drop that flag through in 3, 2, 1. Let's see how these guys are going to handle this.
And I like that.
Round 4 is underway.
You're seeing System even bluffing the pet with Myth there at the last second, wanting to get as much value as possible. Scary Twink sends his pet in, tries to get through the powered shield of Trina here. And there we go. They're going to close the distance. Trina already feeling the pressure.
I like Methodical. Methodical's playing super safe with the LOS. He was using that cubby with the flag room at first, and then he started branching to his left, just hugging that corner real tight.
There's a Psychic Stream instantly going to get trinketed. Trina's starting to get low, but so is Scary Twinks right now. Scary Twinks at 20 or 39% HP. System isn't really healing. There's the bop.
There
it is. That's huge. Here's the Holy Light.
Dispelled.
This
3%
dispelled.
gets the heal that he needs.
If he needs to break away, and there's the Shadow Word Pain again. Ay, Alpha. I don't know if he can do this one. One tick of bandage is all he can muster. We need to see it. Are we going to see the double Psychic Stream? There's the double Psychic Stream. Oh
there.
Man, Trina doing so much. Yep, and there it goes. Scary Twinks is going to fall. And could this be the final match? And it's looking like it is. System knows it. System shows it. Methodical and Trina taking this one. Clean win with a double Psychic Scream. And that is going to spell defeat for our Hunter Paladin composition. Well fought. And it is going to be our champions, Methodical and Trina, and this 2 versus 2 tournament, taking home the gold, taking home the cheddar. Well played to them both.
I think I speak for them both right now when they want to make sure their team name gets said loud and proud. Everybody, search Twinks on Google. Right here. They're the ones who did it.
Search Twinks on Google. This is their team name. Loud and proud, baby. Loud and proud. And fun fact, they are core members of the original guild, is what I was told in the chat. Waldo had shared that information with me. These are some of the core members from the old guild from back in Classics.
Yeah, your friend Waldo in chat is actually brother of Trina, watching his brother take the title today and make himself about 1,000 gold richer.
Awesome. GG's.
That is huge, and that concludes our tournament. So, Jeff, I want to thank you again so much for coming out. I want to give a big shout-out to all the DDG guys who helped make this happen. Big shout-out to everyone who's watching right now and was, checking out what we're doing for fun in our guild on a Monday night. I hope you guys were entertained and had a little fun with us here. I know I had a blast just hanging out here and casting the games and figuring out who I have to pay out 1,000 gold to.
Hey, Fortitude, thanks for the invite. Yeah, big shout out DDG. You guys are awesome. I'm glad to be a part of your guys' community for these things. Big shout out to also for Fortitude. He streams these events as well. My beautiful co-caster and tournament organizer here. Happy to have met his acquaintance and look forward to more of his stuff in the future. If you guys want to check out his stuff that when I might not be live for their future leagues, go ahead and drop him a follow. And you can check out some more of this Twinking content as well. But yeah, thanks a lot for inviting me, man, and a big congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you. My stream here is so everyone knows it's a TTV/Fortitude19. But one thing, thank you very much there, Robustious. But one thing you guys should be watching here for the future is we have a 3v3 league coming out. That's right. We just announced a 3v3 league for the Classic Twink community. You guys can sign up on xpoff.com. What's up, Sloth? You guys can check that out on xpoff.com. You can see a forum post in the 19's Classic section. Otherwise, you can check out 19twink.com. You can find out how to register there. All the rules are on xpoff. The rules will be on 19twink.com soon, but that is another big thing that we are excited about.
But out of curiosity, when my stream plays a soundbite through the channel reward point, do you hear it? Like, did you just hear that sitcom sound?
No, I didn't hear a sitcom sound.
Okay, that was okay. I incorporated a new mechanic in my channel, but I
hear your soundboard.
So yeah, okay, that's all right. There's at least you can hear the soundboard, but yeah, there's there's a new channel reward point for sounds, and I don't know how I feel about it during tournaments, but tonight it was really tame. There's also I
can't wait to check that out.
It's pretty fucking troll, honestly, but it was not abused tonight. There's the Discord for the Twink.
Hell yeah, brother.
There's the Discord for the Twinking community right there as well. If you guys want to get involved, a lot of this stuff takes place on Mankrik. And that's all from Jeffy. Anything else? Any closing thoughts, Fortitude?
No, that'd be it. Most of it happens on Mankrik. I'll say for the 3v3 league specifically, it is open to teams from other servers, but they would have to be willing and able to make the payout and accept the prize if they were to win one on Mankrik. So you have to buy in on Mankrik. It's the only rule, but any team can participate. And I just want to, again, shout out to the winners. Shout out to my boys. I'm proud of them. I love watching my guys get competitive, and I know these guys they play for a lot of pride. So I'm going to go give these guys their new guild rank of Arena Masters. I'm going to go give them 1,000 gold. Yeah, these guys are going to have bragging rights on their friends for... really until the next tournament, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, good stuff, man. Good on you for setting it up, for giving them the prize pool. I think that's a cool incentive for the guild again. And from here at the OG Jeffrey broadcast, a big congratulations to Trina and Methodical. And I noticed that a few people made acquaintance again from back in the day, which is pretty fucking cool as well. They could be brought together in this way. So yeah, have a good night, man. And I look forward to the 3 versus 3 event.
Yeah, enjoy the stream, bro. We'll be in touch about that. I'll be sending you information as it comes along regarding the league. But I'll be signing off from here. So you have a good night, and everyone who's paying attention, you guys have a good night too. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.